Crypto Kingdom. We are having a great day, guys. We have a very exciting program today again. A very exciting program again today. Last night, guys, we came up with a new chart, okay, a new chart, and we went ahead and we distributed that, guys, to everybody, to all of our VIPs. Guess what? We hit like over, what was it, 40-50% on our trades? I know there was a big pump throughout the entirety of the altcoin market, but between the target yesterday that we hit on Dogecoin, and guys, precisely, the golden pocket, between the price that we hit last night on Matic, literally we were looking at upwards of 40-50% on each one. So not just holding, not letting the value essentially eliminate and then regain kind of a structure or a price, kind of value, overall valuation of your holdings. Not that, guys. We're talking about selling, buying in at the right price, and then maximizing our gain. So that's what we've been doing very, very well. All of you who are involved, all of you who are engaged with the Twitter already, thank you so much. We do have a goal for VIP members, and you guys know that we're just able to give you guys the pricing, kind of the pricing indicators. We use the tool. This is Dogecoin we're looking at right now. We use literally just the tools that we were given. So we will, that's the timing indicator. Let's look at the Fibonacci. We're very big on Fibonacci's. We believe in the value of pricing targets, and we've been using those. Like I said, again, we ran into the golden pocket. That was very good. These pricing indicators, guys, they will make the difference in your trading. It's not financial advice. It's something I'll tell you. If you're working with, let's say an entry onto something, this Fibonacci will give you precisely those entries. It will give you and calculate for you exactly those prices. So as you're looking at kind of not just what to invest in, but what price you'd like to invest in, because that's the key function of anything. Elon came out with a great tweet. We'll go ahead and review that very quickly. Elon had a great tweet, and let's just look at what Elon did. He came out with, well, where are you, Elon? There you go. He came out with, and this is just fantastic, guys, Cyber Viking. This is his laptop, his gaming laptop. We love this. It's got a Doge. It's got a Doge, a dollar with a Doge on it, and the quote he said was, "How much is that Doge in the window?" So it's $1, right? So like we've said, I've been saying that quite for a long time. We believe definitely we'll get up to that $1. It's a matter of how we'll get there, and essentially, guys, it's going to be a question of how much money will you make, or what kind of profits will you have in between now and that time. We had entered into, like I said, the golden pocket, and I'll just tell you, let's go ahead and look at the price that was achieved. You'll see on the bottom left of your screen, this box here is for a VIP goal. We have that goal because, guys, we have 80 members of the VIP so far, and guys, they're receiving literal trades. So you guys say, well, everything's going well today. Yeah, it is going well. The key was, did you get in at the right price? Because you can see a 40% on your screen. Did you get in at the right price to where you actually achieved 40%, or did you achieve greater than 40%? Let's look at Dogecoin real quickly. Let's look at, we had cut a video, actually, I think yesterday. We cut a video this morning as well, but we were talking about in our private chat, in our exclusive private chat. And shout out, guys, I want you to know we do support Elon. Definitely give a like right now. Hit that like button for Elon. That's what we're doing. We're trying to push that for Elon. Definitely, we're trying to push that. Hit that like button now for Elon. Let's go ahead and do that. But in this restricted zone, guys, that we have VIP exclusive, is people who have joined. Now, they are all kind of working together. It's a real great group to kind of be a part of, and to see them. They're just intelligent guys. They know what they're doing. They understand the technical analysis. We focus on technical analysis. We focus on pricing strategies. We focus on essentially entries and like targeted pricing, guys. So as we look at Dogecoin, for instance, we'll either work on the lines or we might work on the candles. We'll just there's a few different things that we say a multitude of things that we'll use to try and take advantage of the pricing. Try and take advantage of everything. I want to say hi to Nikaya. Hello, Nikaya. What's going on? And also to Shannon. Shout out to both of you. I hope you're doing well. I see you guys in the chat. It's a pleasure to have all of you here really today. And we're going to be going over, we can kind of not really adjust what we're going to be going over, but guys, we just have great news because a lot of you got in to Dogecoin at the golden pocket. Those were literally, that's the 61.8 to the 65th percent retraceable. And right now you're just doing great, guys. You really made a phenomenal trade. We're really excited that we were able to bring you that pricing target. And yeah, it's just that's phenomenal, guys. You were up at some point today 70% on your trade. That's phenomenal, guys. 70% right now. If you cut the trade right now, you're up at 56% on the trade. That's with our pricing target, okay? Exclusive to VIP. That's exactly the trade that you're at. If you got into that golden pocket, that's just that's phenomenal, guys. That's very exciting. I'm very happy that you guys have achieved that. Some of you made, again, let's just make sure we get that all squared away in terms of our pricing target to our members. It's one thing to say you've been around for a while, you're a holder, that's fine. Some people like to trade, guys. This is up to 73% on our pricing target right now at about 56%. So that's a good trade. That's nice. And in terms of, like, if you love Dogecoin, do you want to increase your position in Dogecoin? That's what I would say. Like, do you have enough? Or would you like to take advantage of the market? At some point, you're going to take advantage of the market, as Elon is indicating. We believe also it's going to go to $1. We believe it's going to go past that. I have stated that in no uncertain terms between me and my friends for a while, guys. For a while. So, not just like, well, recently, well, everyone else is talking. No, just it's been a mainstay. Let's look at Matic real quickly. I want to talk about the extent that we got on Matic. It was 67, 64, about 66% up. So that was nice. Again, at our pricing target. I focused on Matic because, frankly, we just don't know about Elon. We don't know exactly when he's going to tweet. So that's the one thing I'd say. It's a great aspect and component to have him. It's just sometimes we don't know. So we got an extra push on Dogecoin for those of you who had entered into that trade, use the pricing targets, etc. But the pricing target on Matic was just brilliant, guys. Literally. Just perfect. Perfect pricing target. Very happy to see that executed for people. Last night I was literally able to work, not work, but just to be able to experience exactly what was going on. Let's just say amongst the community, and it was just nice to see because I was just able, I decided last night, I was like, I want everyone to make money tonight. That's exactly what I said. So I literally got on with the messages and I just went down the list and I was like, I want every single person to make money today. So I just got them the exact pricing and I said, are you going to make a trade? What are you going to do? It's like, not financial advice, but this is the pricing target, and bam, it hit the pricing target. And what happened? Well, that specific trade went up literally last night, up 50%. So people literally were up 40 and 50% that were in the VIP. That's exactly what I wanted to happen last night, and that's exactly what happened last night. So that's the level of, if you're thinking about, well, what does it mean, to be in the VIP? That's exactly what we did last night. Okay, me entering with a pricing target, the pricing target exactly getting executed. And now you may choose, I'll bring this up, you may choose, depending on your system, I'll just say this too, how long you've been trading. I don't know what the specifics are of your system. If you want to be more aggressive, I would say get in just above maybe the pricing target. If you want to be more conservative, I'd say that the rationale would be get in below the pricing target. Maybe you won't get picked up. You may not want to take that ride. See if it's going to touch or not. You make the decisions in terms of your trading. I'm going to give you things like pricing targets. I'm going to let you know what is indicated on, with the technical analysis, with the tools that we have in TradingView. This is a pro kind of premium edition of TradingView. So shout out to Lars. I see Lars in the chat room. Lars did a great trade last night. Made a great amount of money. We had a notification also. We had a breakout today. And it was one of those situations where, like, I was in the trade. I still had held on to the trade. And it was like, all of a sudden, it looked like we had formed a bull pennant. I was like, well, this is very interesting. So I let everyone know. And everyone just wished me good luck because it looked like, we still may have been able to run up. And we did. We ran up to about 60% on the trade. That was nice. So we didn't necessarily need the phenomenal help of Elon, which was nice. Love that. A lot of you guys, everyone kind of has exposure to Doge. That's nice. I think everyone kind of knows that. But I know we're also trading that heavily. And the kind of the distinction with Doge is you look at the price action. Doge had taken, it stepped down to kind of this key level that we had talked about beforehand. And we had, we woke up yesterday and people were like, it's hit our target. So it's hit its own target, I'll say that. But we had very specific lines. We had very specifically lined this out to be able to maximize the returns. One thing that it had done, it had jumped up, given people returns, then it had come back down and decided to replace itself, kind of replant itself. Not a bearish move, I'll say that, not necessarily a bearish move at all. Since it has kind of created a technical, not a divergence, but a little bit of an anomaly. And again, when Elon decided to tweet, that was certainly a nice move. Although the market was running in a great direction, it was kind of like he disclosed his opinion, his personal opinion on his own. I think it was his own computer laptop. So. That he took a picture of his gaming laptop, so it's nice to know he I don't know, it seems like a cool dude, kind of like a neon kind of cool sign. I don't know, it's cool stuff. So as we look at this, Dogecoin is beginning to pour out a little bit. It's kind of getting aggressive on the downside in terms of this movement. That again, guys, now you understand, the VIPs understand definitely, as we hit a pricing target, as it's coming down towards us, towards our pricing feature or towards our pricing target. So. That's a good thing, right? That enables us to make a trade. It was so nice to interact last night with the VIPs and have them all just say, yes, this worked. Yes, we did it. Yes, it worked. They do work. The pricing targets do work. It becomes complicated when you have like sometimes external factors like, let's say, Elon not knowing exactly when he's going to tweet. As we look at kind of the macro, we can take a viewpoint. And I have all types of MACDs out here today. I wanted to go through some different technicals because we don't deal with MACDs that frequently. But people want to know, like, can you do a buy and a sell signal? Is that part of a VIP, or is that part of what you guys do? Yeah, you can throw MACDs all over everything, and you can start to see where to buy and where to sell. We can also work in the moving average, convergence, divergence. We can work in MACD. We can work in RSIs. All types of things we can work in. We like to just go kind of global. We like to take a step back and zoom out. We like pattern identification. That's what we like. We like to identify patterns. We like to apply past behavior. And guys, these are all literally all on Doge. Talking about buy orders where. I just want you to know. This is very important. It was on a different time frame that we did it, but let me take these Fibonacci's off in the background so you can see what we were able to do. Is essentially, this golden pocket area was identified, and boom, we literally just ran right into it. The market maker picked up the orders and ran with it. So that's exactly the information provided to the VIPs. So that's nice. They are the group that has decided they want that information. So we've provided that information. It's not rocket science. It's not like an advanced financial, disclosure opinion with a 10K annual report, or, something that needs to be disclosed with the SEC guidelines. It's like, no, it's just like a pricing target. It's the most basic thing you can do aside from drawing a straight line on TradingView. I promise you. It's about, a straight line would be like this. All right, that's the first thing you probably learn to do. The second thing you should learn to do is draw a Fibonacci. Why? Because it deals with pricing. And what is the entirety of this whole program about? What is it showing on the right-hand side? Prices. What are you worried about when you get involved in the investment? The price. What do you want to go up? The price. So that's kind of step two, is people talk about what are we going to get involved in with TradingView. What are we going to learn? Well, essentially, what should you be able to master? You should be able to master, like, what is the golden pocket? Now, I've set up some advanced kind of templates here in TradingView to be able to take advantage of kind of some of the different information, okay? It's not standard. My setup is not standard in TradingView. And it's not that I've altered anything. I've just made the information more clear for me and for my group. So I put a lot of time and attention into that. And it's what we kind of demand, and I know it's what they appreciate. So we can go through, exactly where Dogecoin is. Has it pivoted? It's worth really looking into this. Has it pivoted? And I want to look into that. I'm going to take off those MACDs for a minute. I'm going to erase some of these pricing indicators because, guys, we have these pricing indicators. My VIPs already have the lower levels without a fact, and they'll have those lower levels, and they will continue to apply. Those same lower levels will not change, guys. And so that information that's been communicated to the VIPs, it's just not that's not going to change. So that's the kind of the bedrock, the look at the kind of the bedrock core of the foundation of Dogecoin that is not going to change, guys. So we do know that. That's a good thing. Let's go to the line chart. What we want to do is kind of explain the price action, what is occurring. We went into, and if I just, want to talk through just a little bit of a touch of, let's say, exactly what was hit. When I say the golden pocket was hit, bam, immediately, okay? That's what we woke up to yesterday. Now, my group knew that, right? That's the golden pocket right here, the 61.8 to the 65th percent retracement, the 3109 to the, if I look back exactly, 3109 to the 29 to the 29 cents. Okay, so that is important to be able to digest this information, to be able to bring it and transmit it to individuals. And we're very excited the degree to which this has worked out positively for our members who are involved. Well in excess of 40%, 50% on the trade. So when you see 20% up on the day, that includes the fact, well, it's gone down, it's gone back up. Now, for us, it's gone up, and it's gone up a lot more than 19 or 20%. Same thing on Matic. Matic has been, and again, on the pricing targets, we have those pricing targets. They're not going to change. The entries are not going to change at all. In terms of that information to the group. And I'll say one thing today, as we look at Vechain, as we look at waves, as we look at some of the other items gaining in popularity, what we want to talk about is, the fact that we are not emotionally stuck. And I want this to kind of resound with the group, is that we are not emotionally stuck in any kind of an asset. We do not feel the need, like compelled that we have to trade something just because we're familiar with it, or just no, guys, no. If something else begins to show a better trend and better price action, we are literally hitting two buttons and immediately we want to start looking at it. Okay, we have indicators on every single pricing chart here, and we're going to find out if something that we're in starts to underperform. We're going to keep an eye on it, and we're able to transition, guys, very, very well. As you look at ICP, the Internet Computer Protocol, I think it is. One of the top, in terms of market cap. It has some deficiencies. I'm going to say it has some deficiencies. Some people may or may not know why this even hit where it hit. All right? I will tell you, you had to draw essentially a reverse Fibonacci to get there in terms of why it hit. But me explaining that, let's say, to the group, it's kind of a stretch to get out to that. And I just want you to know, like, it was kind of a free fall. I had drawn this, as you guys know, I had drawn this before on ICP. If you look back through the streams, I had drawn this. I can tell you exactly to hit the 78.6. Okay, it did get a little heavyweight into it. Probably washed out all the people who had done that if they had stops on it. But yeah, it did perform very well after that. It performed very well, up over 50%. Again, just another 50% gain, right? So we can just add these up. Waves, we know exactly where it hit and why, okay? So waves up over 50%. So as you look at that, guys, it's just put this tape on repeat. This is what we do. We hit pricing targets. We also come up with thresholds in terms of limitations, and we also kind of give heads up, I think part of the video I shot for the VIPs this morning included the fact we're currently in a breakout situation for Matic. All right, so as we apply this to Theta, look at Theta. And that's the video technology coin, which we really like. We're interested in Theta. It's an interesting technology. Partnerships with Google, etc. Now, the situation is we know exactly where this hit and why. So there's not one of these. There is not one chart that I would look at right now and say, well, I don't even know why it hit there. I have no idea why it hit there. Not one, guys. So there are just different. You look at the massive volatility of Sol. I think this is Sol, guys, and we brought this to, it's very interesting. We brought this to everyone's attention, before that huge volatility, and it kind of maxed out outside of the realm of its measured move within that channel, that top level of the Fibonacci. So, we're constantly moving. We're constantly understanding different pricing of different coins. We want to know in different assets, guys. I'm not afraid to, I'm not afraid to look at anything in terms of potential acquisition. If it has good price action, I want to know. Whether or not that can be something that's just potential profit. So we look at ADA. You guys are recovering a little bit. You went back down to Fibonacci. You're recovering just a bit. Congratulations. Looks like you're on the upswing here at $1.72. It looks like you've been outperformed a bit by some others. But, Doge is doing very well, not doing as well as some of the other, I'd say, waves or nano. But, guys, some of those have been a little difficult to deal with. You know, you look at it's just I'm gonna tell you, some of them have not been as accurate in other portions. So in terms of Doge, it's really holding its own right now. In terms of Matic, I'm not mad at Matic at all. It's done very well. It produced an excellent trade for all of our VIPs last night, and we'll turn around in the next number of hours. We will try and pull out another great trade. We'll try and get everyone. I'm just flipping through some of the different coins here to get an idea where things are at on within different time frames, to get an idea of maybe something that just recently hit. This for instance. We can look at, let's see, this is Hollow Chain has just kind of hit. I want to get an identifier right here. I want to be alerted to the fact when it passes up on this line. That's just what I want right now. I want to see if it's going to move. That's a good, I think, a good analytic to throw on. Let's see, Lars. Nice to see you. Lars had a great time last night. And, the good thing about me is I stayed into the trade with Matic. And I'm a big believer, guys. I'll trade. I'll build up cash. What I want to do is like, okay, if I like Dogecoin, which I do for a long time, I don't get in my story too much. But if I want to increase my position, I can increase my position in Doge by trading, and that's kind of that's one thing I enjoy doing. It's what I'm kind of geared towards, and I put like real front and center right here. Not financial advice. You guys know that. You guys can go get a broker if you want to. That's not. I'm not going to manage your money. You guys, you understand that. But I do just want to congratulate again the VIPs last night, because guys, we had 10, 20, 30. I mean, it was a lot of people involved in different trades that were making great money. So that's what I wanted to see last night. I just thought of it because I was like, you know what? I took kind of a nap yesterday. I was like, I need to take a rest. I need to kind of unwind for a minute. And I said, okay, now. And that's when I get in the zone, and I'm like, now I need to make sure everybody has a good trade, right? And so it was great for me to communicate with everybody in the VIP, to get back and just say, let them know what was going on. And it kind of struck on me too, like, how's Basecamp doing? I really want to know about the guys on Basecamp. Like, how are they doing? So I don't know. I just kind of, the little bit of rest I had was, it de-exhausted me a little bit, kind of gave me a second wind, kind of towards the platform and towards everything that was going on. So yeah, I'm interested in how you guys in Basecamp are definitely doing, and I want to try and facilitate your discussions and everything else. Maybe even form you guys a small little Twitter group so you can get together or something that's cool, and you guys can chit chat and talk about whether or not you want to come up to VIP or whatever you want to do. Because when I share the information that, like, the pricing targets that were given out, it's just people become very, very interested very quickly, and that's something that's very nice in terms of it's just nice for me to see people make money. I'm like, yes, because I've been there as an early kind of investor and everything else, and it's just been in the situation where, like, it just feels awful. You get your money erased from your account. Like, yeah, that's no fun. No one wants to have their money erased from their account. So if I can bring you good trades, that's exactly what I want to do. We've been able to do that exactly, and it's just been fun. I mean, it's just great for me to be able to watch you guys make money. And then you're happy because you're making money. And it's a pretty simple equation, right? I mean, and it's not rocket science. It's like, we have to use the pricing tool that the exchange has given us. We have to use the Fibonaccis. We have to work with the charting. I'd say the charting identification of objects, like a bull flag, like an inverse head and shoulders or head and shoulders. Like, we may have to deal with some RSI. We may have to deal with some MACD. We may have to get into some of the indicators that, maybe they're a little bit too technical, right? I like things simple. Here's a rocket. Yeah, I like that rocket. If we can find a place that rocket goes, and I can find a price that it's going to take off from, I really enjoy telling people, hey, by the way, at this price, it's going to take off. And then getting that to people, and then literally watching them get in at that price, and then literally watching it go up. So they're happy when that happens. That's a difficult equation to determine. That's not easy for everyone to kind of get into that mode, right? So there's a threshold. Let's just say, for everyone, they always want to know, okay, well, when do you sell? That's when you buy. Well, when do you sell? It's not even necessarily when you buy, and there's Amanda Luchard. There you go. Thanks for checking in on my progress via DM last night. You were feeling kind of demoralized. Oh, no. I motivated you to get back in Matic, and I did make some profit last night. All right, Amanda. That's a way to go. I love that story. See, that's Amanda. She's a VIP, and the problem was the whole market was down, right? And everyone was like, well, this is not good. Well, guess what, guys? We make money when the market goes up. Guess what? We also make money when the market goes down. Because when it's going down, it's coming down to our pricing targets. So you have to understand, we have pricing targets. It's great for something just to go on up into infinity, right? But we have pricing targets, all right? Things retrace all the time. On the micro, guys, the price of, from the price of rice literally to like steel, like a commodity like steel, things retrace. They go through huge upswings, they retrace. It doesn't mean they're going to zero. It doesn't mean that it's completely over. And but don't feel demoralized. There's a lot of opportunity in markets as they go down. There's a lot of opportunity, guys. I don't want to say more opportunity, but more specifically where it's going. One of the most difficult things you can find, okay, is a pricing target. Okay, and a threshold, because everyone has a different I'll say that everyone has a different threshold. Okay, everyone has a different threshold, and it's just not easy to determine that for yourself. Well, they made more money. It gets a little confusing, okay, because if someone's trading with, let's say, $1 million, someone puts $1 million in, they're going to have a different threshold or a different kind of requirement on their overall returns. They may not need 20 or 30%, right? They may be very happy with 5, 10%, something like that. So it's just, you understand, if you're kind of playing around with kind of weekend golf money cash, well, I bet you I make this putt. All right, go ahead. If you're doing something like that, it's just kind of fun and whimsical. You may have a different threshold. Let's see how high this thing goes up. Let's see what we can do. But definitely the heavier amount of money you work with, people want 10%. That's it. Especially on crypto. It's like, well, I just want 10%. We ran into that on Matic, and it was very interesting. I don't see that all too frequently. Dogecoin's a little bit more stable. I think the holders in Dogecoin really they're gripped down real tight. We still have thresholds within the price action of Dogecoin that we have seen. What I'm seeing in Dogecoin, I just do want to talk about it while I'm pointing it out. What I will talk about is the fact that if someone could help out. It looks like Hui Win in the bottom in the chat has maybe had an error with that's not good, with trying to join the VIP. We got to get that fixed. Someone could maybe help out. I'm not sure how to say your first name, but yeah, we definitely would love to have you join in VIP, and you'll be trading. I'll tell you one thing: you'll be trading, and don't be afraid of it. It's been a lot of fun for the people that have been involved, and it's been a lot of fun. They've been making money. So if we can point out the right pricing target, it's not that complicated. What is this? It's a pricing target. Literally, it just hit a pricing target. I'm going to tell you guys, as a matter of fact, it just hit a pricing target. We gave that pricing target like secret information to the members of our VIP. So as we look at that, what was the previous one? It was a pricing target. I promise you that was a targeted price right there. Absolutely, right in line with Fibonacci that we had delivered. I promise you. Okay, that is just the truth. And if those of you who don't understand what Fibonacci, it gets into, well, it's kind of it's a little bit beyond just draw a trend line. I can go to tradingview.com. I'm going to draw a trend line, it looks like to me, and some people will start to draw different things. You'll say, well, this is the previous high. This is another intermittent high. I believe it has there's just a technical approach to it, guys. And I'll shout out to members of the VIP, and I just want to bring him up. Hector is a guy right now that is literally signed up for the New York Institute of Finance. New York Institute of Finance. He's VIP. All right, he's signing up for the crypto program, New York Institute of Finance. Okay, we also have. I spoke with Jason. Jason's lit last night. We were communicating. Military might, heavy soldier. Great guy. Pleasure to have him. He's signing up he's going to sign up for a New York Institute of Finance crypto program for certification. So additionally, I spoke with another individual signing up from the VIP program, signing up for the New York Institute of Finance. So, this stuff is not necessarily intuitive, but there's places to get kind of, help and understanding about the overall market. And it's nice for me to see the group come together because we have such a strong group right now. It's like no one's going to mess with the group. You guys come up with as good of ideas, as any group in terms of how to coalesce and how to bring together your future trades. You understand what, kind of pattern formations are, let's say, as we look at Dogecoin. You understand what retracement is. You understand what kind of a threshold on gain is. You understand, Pseudo wants to know, what did we just hit that's, this golden pocket? Well, it started to go up right here yesterday morning in our trades. In our forum, we were talking about the golden pocket. I think I had given you the information of the charts, et cetera. But, that's right at the 30-cent mark. I say 30 to 39. Now, it's going to differ if you want the, it has already hit once. It's in the midst of having hit that, essentially. And we will, let's see. I want to make sure on that. We'll probably drop that just a touch. And I have that chart for you. I think I've definitely shared that chart with the group. And yeah, let me see that. Yeah, exactly into it. Now it'll probably get a little closer there on the line. It's kind of the market maker is picking up lower orders, and I understand exactly what he's doing. Precisely, I understand what he's doing and why. The question is, you've got some key features that like this 31 cent. Hey, yeah, Jay, what's going on? Nice, bravo. I know people are in the money in Dogecoin for our pricing targets and on Matic. And yeah, guys, the more you can stay plugged in, I'm just going to say, the more you stay plugged into Twitter, I'm able to communicate with you directly, guys. So as you look at that, go to Twitter and, Marco Tovar, hey, we got a new VIP, guys. Great news. Marco Tovar has just said he wants to be involved in VIP. And Marco and everyone else, guys, with VIP, I need you guys to go and make sure you're involved. And what I'm going to tell you is I can communicate with you better. We can all communicate, and I can actually get you these pricing targets. There we go. I can get you the signals, everything else. So in terms of Twitter, the way that this needs to kind of be set up, let's look at, in Twitter, go to twitter.com, literally, and I want you to type in The Kingdom, TheKingdom, The Kingdom. It's on the bottom of your screen. You're going to have to go to, the bottom here, where you will see this portion here that says Go to the Kingdom. All right, click on that. Not any of these other profiles. Click Go to the Kingdom. When you click on Go to the Kingdom, that's right here. Spaceman, exclusive VIP club. Click on this. Click on the alerts. Click on the mail, and then I'll tell you this first pinned tweet. You'll see professional financial analyst for years, guys. After Duke, former U.S. presidential advisor, prior hedge fund expertise, just a private, kind of personal private hedge fund, and Doge, Matic, non-financial advice. That's it. So that's the rundown. That's the skinny but big, huge, not financial advice, guys. We're a group. We like to bring ideas to each other, etc. But it's not, no one's going to manage your money, I guarantee, or give you financial advice. That's definitely not going to happen. On the first pinned tweet, let's just shout out to everyone that's here, and definitely to Marco Tovar. We're really excited about you getting in on these potential trades. And always do your own homework. Always look at the trades, see how they suit you. But this first pinned tweet, Marco, I need you to click into this box and go ahead and add your information and click on tweet and just say yes. Right here it says I am VIP, follow me. So that'll be me. I'll follow you. Then I'll put you into the list. I'll put you into the listserv. I'll put you under the message chat board, the DMs, and we'll be able to communicate directly. I really enjoyed that last night, being able to give that information directly to the individuals to say, hey, it looks like, and the big thing was, I think we knew the pricing targets, but it was like, that's kind of common knowledge in the market, guys. That's something we have to, I think everyone is abreast of that information. But the key is, when is it happening? Right? It's like, we know this is a key level of support. Okay, that's great. We may know a great price to buy at, but it's kind of like, if just think of people in the overall market with like Bitcoin, et cetera. They may say, well, I'd really like to get it if it's $5,000 or something like that. Yeah, Marco, you got to make a Twitter now, brother. Go ahead and get over there now, ASAP, and go ahead and get in that Twitter, because that's where our pricing, that's where our communication takes place. If you can go do that now, that'd be so great. And then drop into the conversation here, what is your Twitter handle? If you can go take care of that now, we would so appreciate that. We really would appreciate that. That'd be fantastic if you could take care of that for us. And I'll continue to kind of explain the rationale here, guys. You understand, a lot of the timing in the market, or let's say a lot of the pricing in the market deals with timing. Right, you have to be alerted of the fact that something's at a specific level. You say, well, I'd really like to, if I could ever get in the future, I'd say Bitcoin at 1,000, that'd be all right. I'd go ahead and do that, right? Because I think it might go back up to 50, just as an example, huh? I don't even say you have to, be interested in Bitcoin at all, but that example. Well, the problem is, you may be alerted by someone saying, oh, yeah, well, it's 15. Oh, it's 15? They say, well, that's close. It's getting down there. Well, and they say, oh, it was about $1,000 about 3 months ago. Did you miss that? You'd be like, oh, no. Yeah, I wanted to buy it at $1,000. That's no good. Everybody knows $1,000 might be a great price for Bitcoin. The point is, are you going to get the information? It's like a pricing target here that is just straight up calculated, guys. It's just literally as easy as like, opening up a car door. Let's open up the car door. What essentially, bam, there we go. Now we have our pricing targets. Now you have to know where to draw them. You have to know exactly kind of whether or not to draw them like up here, whether or not to draw them like, right here, whether or not to draw them in here or all the way down here. You have to kind of know where to draw a pricing target. You have to know whether or not to draw them, like, let's say on the, on the entirety of the candles versus the line chart. You just have to know that. Okay, and you have to base that on some kind of experience, or maybe, I'll just say this. I studied economics. I have a degree in economics. Do you know how many charts we drew? Unfortunately, guys, I drew thousands of them, and probably not as many as I should have. I probably should have drawn more of them. I'm sure I should have. That was probably required, part of the syllabus. I had drawn enough. All we do is charts. That's literally all you do in econ is charts. So this is just part of like the analytics of the chart diagram. I've been schooled in this stuff, certified markets from Duke as well. It's what I'm into. I just enjoy it. And I'm not your broker. I'm not going to manage your money. You guys know that, right? It's like, no, everyone in the group knows, no, we're not here to manage your money and manage each other's money. It's not a collective pool. It's nothing like that. You guys are doing your own moves still. Last night was nice because it was like, it's coming, incoming. We know the price is literally coming straight at us on, several things. Yesterday morning, it was incoming to Dogecoin. Yesterday night, it was incoming to Matic. And, I had said for the record, I had said that even on Bitcoin, and like, guys, am I a big fan of Bitcoin? Come on. That's my bread and butter. Have to get through that Bitcoin talk in the morning? Probably not. That's just not, that's not the way that things go. But even with Bitcoin, I went ahead and pulled out just so we would have it. I was like, yeah, I see a direct hit. And I'm going to pull out, believe it or not, I actually pulled out a rocket for Bitcoin, which everyone's like, oh, gosh, what is London doing? I'm like, you'll see. I wrote direct hit. This was before it came down here. And I was just like, why? Because I know it's a Fibonacci. I know it's a pricing target, right? Well, then what happened? Well, it did. It came down and it smacked it right here. And then wham, it went to the upside. Even on Bitcoin, which has lazy price action. Everybody's like, oh, it's just boring. Even people who like to trade. Even Bitcoin went up 33% from the established pricing target. So, Marco, we cover all kinds of stuff. We have people that, as you guys welcome Marco, go ahead and welcome him. Jump in the chat down there and welcome Marco. That's let's see, guys. That 81. We have 81. Yeah, we have 81. And thanks for tolerating this box right here at the bottom here. It's kind of covering up the MACD. But what it is it's just that it's a great group of people that have said, no, I want pricing targets. I want to be with a group. Guys, we have like consummate professionals, and we have a real kind of ordinary people too. People from all over the world who like technical analysis. We have all types of charts, guys. It's just really cool. We literally have just rooms full of charts. It's like cool stuff. As we get into it, it's like notifications on charts. It's like, yeah, this is nice. Like I talked about the threshold here having been met. We broke out of a bull pennant. I'm like, this is a good little deal. And what happened? Well, I wrote to people at 10% right here. At 10%, it looks like we ran into a sell wall. All right, so I put that down here as a potential additional trade from the one last night that I notified everybody about here. And it said, it was just real clear, 10% wall on Matic. I'm staying plugged in. Like, watch out. Check this out because this is a big deal. It's hit a wall, right? So that was really nice to be able to bring that this morning after. And it was just, after a great night with, great morning with Doge, great night with just guys between Matic and Doge and everything. It was a good time. And this just is a big lesson to all of us. As the market turns sour, guys, as it turns to, to a position that, everyone is real concerned about it. Well, it kind of has that feeling that no one should really be involved in that right now. I just heard the news that, someone told me, like, it lost $500 billion. That's absurd. That should never happen. I'm like, oh, really? I was like, yeah. I was like, you know what? We made money. Like, what do you mean you made money? Well, that's right. We made money. When it goes down, well, we make money. Huh. And they start thinking, well, options are, no, we're working on pricing targets. We understand pricing dynamics. We understand that as it comes down, it's going to find a level of support and it's going to create some positive action. You'll see this with every down. You're going to find a pricing target is struck. You're going to find an opportunity to make money. The only question is, will you make money? You don't have to. And it's as simple as, well, it's kind of a different gut check because, well, it feels better to make money when everything's going up. Well, that's fine. You may be great half the year. You may be great, or a third of the number of the years, because, or half of the number of years. You may go sideways in the market half the time. You know, you may go up and you may go down. Things do oscillate. They go up, they have a general pattern, they go up and they go down. And on the aggregate, sometimes, or say on the micro, let's say on the aggregate, you can say from each micro interval, each kind of standardized kind of sub interval here, we do, you know, like to see an appreciation along, you know, kind of the initial levels. Then on the aggregate, you know, after we've seen that, we normally, guys, we'd like to see, can I say we like to see a normal correction, a normal retracement? I say we like to see it because that's when you hit a lot of our pricing targets. I'm not talking about, well, maybe you'll make 10%. No. Maybe you'll make 40 to 50%. Oh, you're talking about making 40 to 50% on a trade. Make it, what if it's 30%? You happy with 30%? You happy with 20%? What's your threshold? You know, because that whole idea, well, you want to make all this money and everything else. Maybe you want to make a 5X, a 10X, or something like that. Well, how are you guys doing on that? The ones who only want to make that, how many of those do you have in your bag? How many of those do you have in your portfolio? We have a few, right? We have a few here within the first 7 to 10 days, et cetera. We have a few. But those, you know, a lot of times those require really low levels to invest in. Like, you know, not just like 30 or 40 or 50 cents. Sometimes they require like really low levels to invest in, right? Like really when they're just out of the box, they're, you know, just really, really inexpensive items, and they'll tend to go up. You know, crypto has a lot of room to grow, I'll say that. So in terms of where it can go, maybe things don't have to max out at like $1 this time. Maybe they don't have to max out at $5 or $10. The notion that like the overall recovery of the market, it's important to us because we're looking at, you know, you're gauging, well, as things kind of cool off here, and they're kind of cooling off. Matic was up, let's say 30%, something like that. It's up about 10. Doge was up. Let's look at where did Doge go? Come here, Doge. Let's get these all towards the top. Let's see what Doge is up right now. Doge. There we go. Yeah, Doge is up. What do we have? Really excited you joined, Marco. You're really going to have a good time. And if you could go make that deal now, that would be great if you could make that Twitter now. And we'll just get you plugged in. I don't want you missing on the trades tonight. I just don't. People will want you, you know, want to hear how you're doing, and we want to see you kind of perform the first day here. So, you know, time's a wasting, brother. Time's a wasting. So get in on that. Twitter, ASAP. So as we look at Doge has kind of cooled off too. It was up about 30%. It was doing really well. It kind of, you know, it rifled ahead of some other financial concerns that had kind of, you know, it had, you know, not done as strongly. Then Elon got involved. It was up like 40%. It was very nice. Now it's up about, you know, 26% from its strike price, from our strike price. That's nice. You know, on stop losses, we can kind of discuss the stop losses, guys. Some of the stop losses that you may have underneath your orders as you're getting into strike prices. That's why I always talk about double or triple down. Okay, always have cash below you ready to deploy, and that's just an idea. It's not a financial advice or formal recommendation. It's just I like to structure cash on the downside, and you guys know this. But why do I like to do that? Well, I like to do it because essentially I'm covered from any kind of variation on the previous levels, right? I'm covered by the fact that like if I have some sort of an ideology that goes like this. And this is my money, and I'm able to say, okay, at this level, I'm going to play about this much money. The next level down, I'm going to play about like, let's say 3 times that, right? I'm going to triple down. The next one, I'm going to triple down from that. Maybe even quadruple, maybe 5X, I don't know. But that way, I'm kind of covered. And what am I doing? I'm keeping my cash. All right, I'm maintaining a foundational level of money below the market. I'm never getting involved at these higher levels with all of my cash. And I bring that up, and I brought that up because I've seen so many people, and originally, and not from listening to anything I've said, but they'll bring this up that they are overexposed at a higher level. You know, London, help me. I need to know what to do. I've bought too much. Well, they're listening to these guys who are crazy pie in the sky, and they're you know, $1 million for Bitcoin, and everything else is going up through the moon and all this. It's not conducive, guys. We have to base things, you know, looking at reasonable patterns, and that's what we can, you know, we're excited about the ability to be able to do that. And we do that well. And everything has kind of a threshold, but you know, it's like, well, you can't participate in the upside. That is not what I said at all. You guys know better than that, right? We see a breakout, we call it. We see a bull flag, a bull pennant, we call it. Bam, we trade it. All right, then we work on retracement. All right, then we work on pricing targets. We work on deployment of cash and riding to the upside. We work on retracements. We work on pricing targets. We work on BAM, price entry, right to the upside. We work on kind of a maximization theory in terms of, exit strategy. And BAM, we work on retracements. So we work on buy, sell, buy, sell. We work on buy, sell, right? We work on buy. Last night was very easy, guys. So very easy for a lot of people. Just, all right, buy. Very easy. Hey, guys, how's it going? Just check in with them. How's it going? Well, we're up 30%. We're up 40%. Hey, that's good. Some of you are up 10%. You're happy with 10%. That's good. That's good. That's a good place for it to hit. It's pretty standard of the trading industry. That's what we see. Let's see. As we look at kind of the details here, is just as we look at what's going forward, what are we looking at for Dogecoin? I want to look at Doge because it's turning into the standard of the industry. I'm just going to say between the Johnny come latelys or this, that, it's kind of like Doge is turning into kind of, it's one of the most highly renowned, people have a kind of a sense about Bitcoin is so expensive. Well, they put serious money into Bitcoin and, whoever may own it. And well, that's a lot of money for them to lose. Certainly. And Dogecoin is a little bit more, friendly. It's kind of easier on the pocketbook, right, to get involved in. So if Dogecoin goes down, it's like, oof, but yeah, good thing you didn't put so much money in. That $50,000 or $60,000 into that Bitcoin would have really cost you, right? They don't know necessarily. You could have bought maybe a portion of the Bitcoin. So yeah, I mean, I really look at Dogecoin is kind of, when they say it's a people's currency, it's got an interesting dynamic in that regard, that it's it's just kind of like, all right, it's well priced. It has a good chance at kind of telling the story of crypto really well in a place, or in a sense that a lot of people can understand it, I think. And it's the one that I think could be appreciated pretty well. Well, it started off, it was just not serious, but now look, everybody's using it. Dallas Mavericks even take it, right? So yeah, it's just it's exciting to see that kind of stuff, and I always encourage you guys, stay plugged in. Like when I say plugged in, really stay plugged in, right? In terms of your trades, when things start to move the wrong direction, if you feel something and you have a good intuition, guys, you may have the best intuition of anybody. A lot of people say don't trade with your emotions. I'll say this: apply technicals, but in terms of, yes, you have to get kind of the flow and understanding of like, well, what's price movement like? Some of these things will develop over time, but don't rob yourself of the opportunity to kind of have some emotion, kind of have some feeling. Sometimes it's like you'll be on the basketball court as a kid or something like that. You'll be like, I just know I'm gonna make this shot. I don't know why, I just know I'm gonna make this shot. You just swish, right? Sometimes, even though you're not like an incredible basketball player, and that's right, Amanda. Amanda, great VIP. Houston Rockets also taking Dogecoin. So, Elon with the tweet this morning, like very cool stuff. Let's see what Elon is tweeting again. Let's see, Elon, boom, and come on, Elon. There we go. How much is that Doge in the window? How much is that Doge in the window? 6 hours ago. Like, hello, yeah, Doge to $1. Hello, you guys paying attention, huh? What have we've been saying on this program the whole time? We definitely believe Dogecoin will get up to that area, right? In no uncertain terms. We've said that many times. We believe it'll recover, it'll get up to that area. Now, will it have to go through additional retracement? Well, I don't know. What would you do if you knew you had to get into an additional retracement, let's say the 78.6? You guys pay attention. I know a lot of the VIPs are here and base campers, but definitely the VIPs. What would you do if you knew you had to get into the 78.6? Well, what would you guys do there? Well, I don't know. What do you think it's going to do once it gets there, if it gets there? If it does get there. Because we've been talking about it getting here for a long time. Remember, up in this area, it may need to get here. All right, we definitely agree it's going to go to $1. That's what we believe. That's what I agree in terms of a price analysis, right? It may retrace. It may get down to the 78.6. All right, that doesn't mean the dollar's off the table. But if you're getting in between the 78 cents and the 78.6, wouldn't you like to trade and kind of take advantage of the price action and kind of like be involved in kind of the nature of the price? Wouldn't you like to do that and kind of experience like trading and kind of it to be something that you're competent at, you enjoy, and you're actually you're getting kind of good at it? You can. You don't have to sit and hold and watch the value of your account. You can. If you just want to have just iron diamond hands, no problem. You can watch the value of your account go down by 65%. That's your choice. You can watch $100,000 or $10,000 go down to $35,000. You know, $100,000 can go down to $35,000. You can do that, or you can take profits up here, and then you can involve your cash at a lower price, and then you can watch your, say, $100,000 go up to $200,000 or $300,000. Right? The difference between 20,000 and, let's say, 20,000. This is on a kind of a perfect day scenario. 20,000 up to let's say what is this? 68,000. Yeah. So you would watch your $100,000. Maybe you want it to go up to $300,000. That makes a little bit more sense, given the fact that's feasible. Now, did you do that? How many people did that exactly? This is not like the Cinderella story and like, the pumpkin turns into a carriage and everything's fine. No, people are that good. This is not a fairy tale. People are that good, believe it or not. You can start to understand and learn what they're doing. It's not easy, nor is it typical. It's kind of like the Michael Jordan, dunk from, that would be the Michael Jordan kind of dunk from the free throw line. Right? So it's not typical that someone would say, okay, I'm out with the $100,000 here. I'm back in with the $100,000 at the 60. I'll tell you though, it is the golden pocket. That golden pocket got you up to here, right? Yeah. Okay. So we just hit that golden pocket in this area after this this M pattern formation in mid-April. We just hit the aggregate golden pocket right here. Okay. Our group hit it exactly. So I was happy that we had that pricing target and we knew exactly the entry. Same thing here. It was, what's the price? Bam, here's the entry to my kind of internal group, the close-knit group here. Very nice. That was a great time then. This is a great time right now. Why? Because we knew this pricing target. Exactly, we knew this pricing target, just wham. Okay? Same thing with Matic. Had a great trade on Matic. It's really cooling off right now. It's really kind of, what is it doing? I'm excited. Where's it going? Back to a pricing target. What are we going to do? What am I going to do? Probably deploy, right? Deploy some cash as it comes down. Now I'm going to look at some of the other coins right now that are doing real well. I already kind of know. Like, why wouldn't I like ICP, the internet? I already know exactly which level it hit. I already know it hit a lower level. So maybe it should have rebounded more, okay? So I categorized that one. Nah, I don't like that as much. I don't want to trade that one. I know it hit the 78.6. That's not going to be as strong for me, right? Going forward. It may have a better rebound, but I like golden pockets, right? I like being able to look at things. So as this is going down, it's probably going to, we're going to see if it wants to go through additional levels on the way down. It's been phenomenal for us because it's been something we brought to people at 78 cents. It went to $2 and $2.50. From 78 to 250, it's still $1 right now on top of the 78 cents we brought to people. So it's been real phenomenal. But you can't get over involved. As we look at Doge, I'm just never over emotional about any one specific coin or investment. I hold things very lightly. I'm just, I understand that, the context is this has price action. It has a ticker. It allows me to engage in buying or selling. And I like the community. Normally I not just like the community. I have to like the management team. I have to like the dev team. And I have to like the application and the utility of it. Those are three qualifiers I have. I want to understand the management team. I want to understand the development team, the technical technology, the coding. And then I want to be able to appreciate the utility of it, the use case of it. Those are three qualifiers that I normally have. And so I always, when I look at different price action, sometimes we'll get involved in something else, like Matic, for instance. I like the fact that, it presents an alternative to Ethereum, because Ethereum's really expensive for a lot of people. We've done some experiments in terms of getting involved in different assets that require Ethereum or not, and trying to see how Matic can play a role or not. It's just kind of in line with the learning that a lot of people are doing. A lot of people put their money where their mouth is in VIP. Like, and aside from me, they're making moves. People making great moves. We look at Keon and bring you up again. 10 grand in one day. Great, phenomenal move. VIP made 10 grand one day. He was the star-studded, absolutely star-studded, kind of great. Let's see if messages. I don't know where I find you, Keon. Where are you at? There you go. Power to the people. What's up, brother? I like that. It was a nice hand sign, huh? I don't know what that's for, but former promoter, $10,000. Okay, in one day. Lars did great, 60% the other day. While everything's down, Lars made, what, 50, 60%? While the whole market's red, we have traders making 40, 50, 60%. Hello. You guys get that, right? When everything's bleeding red, I'm okay. I'm looking forward to it coming down to my pricing target. If it's going up, that's great. I've already reached a threshold, right? Like on some of this, with Matic, okay, it ran into a sell wall at 10% on top of the gain it already made at 40 to 50%. All right, great. Is it down now? Not for me. I mean, in terms of the strategy, you have an exit strategy. You buy low, you sell high. That's typically what people do in a market. You can just hold. It's just, I'll tell you this, if the price action were better, I'd go ahead with that. But it doesn't seem like the price action really sustains like me getting that much over involved and additionally in the culture. Okay, because there's only so much I can do. There's only so much additional news I can watch. There's only so much additional, like crypto news or fancy shows or something like that. No, I want to be involved in the price action. That's why I don't just sit and hold. And I don't want my account. I'm not the type. I'm more proactive, right? I'm not the type to sit there and watch my account go down by 50% and try and get credit for that somehow. Me having, me being a real strong person. That's just, no, I always have cash available to deploy at lower levels. I just do. That's the way, that makes sense to me. And when I start to do that and cover my upside position, I'm already trading. If I'm buying more at a lower price, I'm already trading. And if I'm not starting to capitalize on when it's up at that price, it's just kind of the next logical step. You might think, well, okay, I'll buy more when it goes down. I'll recapitalize. I'll essentially reestablish my cost basis, my cost per coin, whether it's Dogecoin or whatever it may be. You see? So I'm already trading. I'm already involved in that. So I might as well, start to kind of trade. Okay, well, that makes sense. Instead of holding on to that on the way down, maybe I'll just let go of that. Yeah, maybe I'll let go of that. I'll pick it up at a better price. Right? So that's what we're looking at. Those are the types of equations we put together. This group attracts, you guys know this, it attracts individuals who are into technical analysis. They're very into technical analysis. So it's very good. Like I'll bring up, for instance, also the people who want to get, they're getting training and certification at the New York Institute of Finance. That's just awesome. I'm sorry, because you're not going to touch that. I don't care what you guys look at or anything else, like Wall Street's back door, right? The New York Institute of Finance has a program in crypto, and there are just guys all over it in the VIP that are like, oh, I'm doing that. Some people already signed up. I already paid. I'm signed up for it. I'm going to do it. Are you kidding me? Like this, it's awesome. Like you couldn't get employees, probably like high level, like, functional, like, brokers or stuff like that. Oh yeah, I want to go ahead and do that. They probably talk about it for 2 or 3 weeks. They may do it or not, huh? We have people in the VIP section like, I'm doing that tomorrow. I already signed up. Like, hey, that's really impressive. So I'm very like astounded on a continual basis at how good the group is. But that's who is attracted to this group. Is just they're the go-getters. They know what they're doing. So it's real phenomenal. I'm glad that that is going on. And let's see what else we do have. We have, I'm bringing up Marco Tovar. Marco, what is on your profile pic? What in the heck is that on Twitter? I got to ask you what that is, brother. That is just weird. I pulled up Marco Tovar's deal. I think he's into sushi. I'm not sure, but I think he's into sushi. I'm not sure what that is. Very strange. Let us know what that is, Marco. I just don't know what that is. I'm not going to show it to you guys till I know what it is. It's strange. It's a small octopus on a dish. You're eating an octopus. I don't know about that. That's very strange, Marco. I don't know about that. We may have to run that through the VIP accounts. I guess, hey, that's upper crust stuff, huh? It's like a delicatessen wherever that's going on. That's fantastic. I got your stuff. I'll be plugging you into the VIP. Just give it a while and we'll plug you in. Definitely for tonight before you got to get into that, to the potentially your next level of trades. Now, we're happy when things go up. Let's look at, will they continue to go up, right? That's the big question, because you've had a big surge, then you've had kind of a rewind, an unwind. I had added on some MACDs because people like to deal with MACDs from time to time, right? Let me see where we had added on a MACD strategy. Let's just enjoy that for a second and look at MACDs. Right? As we discussed a lot, we discussed quite a bit. Time frame. You'll have to find, just like you will with the RSI, right? You will find kind of the right time frame to deal with different indicators. And I wanted to deal with MACD a little bit so that you guys can go through and kind of understand, so that you can understand, you know, not only do like your Fibonacci's change, your MACD, like MACD indicators will change. Okay, so we're looking at Dogecoin right now. Are the MACDs perfect? No, they're not. We know that. Like indicators, a lot of them are relative. A lot of them are, they'll give you a generalized good idea. It's the type of thing, it's kind of like an economist. An economist is very good at telling you what just happened. They're not always really great at telling you what will occur in the future. Right? So that's just, that is the way it goes. You guys smash the like button for our new VIP for Marco. Everybody in here smash the like button for Marco. He's new VIP, he wants to get into technicals, etc. If you guys like technical analysis, smash the like button, please. I appreciate that. Let's see what we have. So the MACDs are going to change depending upon which time frame you're on, right? They're going to change depending upon your time frame. And that's just, that's critical. That's good. That's good critical information that you guys need to kind of know. And I've spread out up here so you guys can look at, you know, what is MACD, right? Just to kind of get into a little bit of, you know, kind of what are the indicators? We'll discuss some of that. We may go through some, you know, different videos on it. I don't want to get too deeply into it because, you know, if you just trade on indicators, you know, you just need to understand there's so many indicators, guys. You may have your favorite one. You may be someone like on the top level. Like we really like RSI. That's what we trade on. That's fine. That's good. I like pricing targets. Like I like pricing targets and Fibonacci's. That's a big deal for me to look at in terms of the, you know, where is the price going? You know, it doesn't always tell you when. You can also do some timing analysis and analytics. But yeah, where exactly is that price going? If we knew, you know, I bring this up a lot. If someone were to tell you, look, we have this tool, we can give it to you, and it's going to tell you when you should get into the market to make money. You'd be like, ooh, all right, I want that. I definitely want that. Well, guys, that's about what the Fibonacci is. Every single time it calculates the numbers for you. Now, you're going to need to make sure that you draw it out correctly. You're going to need to know where to start your line. So it's nice to have somebody with a little bit of charting experience. A lot of you have it. A lot of you are very good, and you know that. I've seen some of your charts. They're very good. And that's fantastic. That's nice to have that group dynamic, and I'm very happy that you guys have started to just go ahead and sign up like New York Institute of Finance. No one has to at all, but it's kind of a cool deal. I think it's really neat. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys learn as we bleed into any other days. As things start to bleed into any other days, this group needs to be very strong and understand. You know what? That has nothing to do with us. That's fine. What's that doing? It's coming down to a pricing target. Now, people want to know, well, is it going to last forever? Because that's the next thing. Okay, it's just everything's going down. Just, you know, it's all green now. That's fine. But, you know, that's the next question. You start to feel like it becomes very unpopular to be a part of it. Unless you're making money. Unless you're uninvolved in the severe red and you decide that you're going to get involved with a pricing target. Then your pricing target is exactly where you need to enter to make money, which is exactly what we did last night. All right. When I talk to the multitudes of VIPs that we have, guys, sending all of them literal pricing targets. All these people got pricing targets, had the opportunity to trade and make money because, you know, everyone today was all excited and said, well, everything's up today. That's really good. Yeah, that's good. We can tell you why. Because you hit pricing targets. The market maker moved down to get those. They served as support. Those orders, they served as support. And they were delivered back to the market at a higher level. That's the market price right now for Doge, 38 cents, 39 cents. All right. So, yeah, we like the fact that it got here. That's our pricing target, guys, right here. Boom. Delivered ahead of time. So it's like, well, after the fact, you say, no, we deliver these ahead of time. That's what we do. We've been doing it for a long time. People have had very good results consistently. And it's just the standard of the norm of the program that they give us, that like Binance is going to give us. It's just built into the program. It is as fundamental as doing this on your screen. Literally as fundamental as doing that. It might take as much or less time. I think it takes the same amount of time as drawing a line. That's it. And it calculates all your pricing targets. Yeah, and that's a way to make money. I think I'll use that. I think I like that. Yeah, absolutely. And so we do use it. It makes sense. If we go red again, if it feels like everything's bleeding out, right? The whole thing is just completely going down. Just understand that is okay. It's going down to another pricing target. And even on the macro, even on the entirety of, let's say on the aggregate of the big ticket items like on Bitcoin. Yeah, even on Bitcoin, right? Even on Bitcoin, we were going down to a pricing target, right? So does that bother me? I just know it's going down to a pricing target. Everyone else it gets flipped out, right? They get flipped. They start to have, well, big problem. You lost $500 billion of market equity. Me, I had to sit there for a minute and explain to them, and I see them start to change their mind. I see them start to like look at me a little differently. And so you don't understand it's going down to a pricing target. I've already identified that target. I know where it's going down to. What do you mean? It's going down? Yeah, I mean it's going down to a pricing target. That's Bitcoin on screen. I know the pricing target is going down to right here. Yeah, that's the point you enter, and then you're able to make money. Okay, that's the point which is likely to serve as most likely to serve as a support based upon probabilities. Most likely to allow and offer people an opportunity to make money. When I say it will make money, etc., most likely based on statistics and probabilities, right? Because it's just that's why they deliver us this software with this information built in. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. It's built into your program, whether or not you like it or not. I'll just tell you. I mean, go on to Binance. Try and get it off your program. Go into your Binance account right now, the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world, and try and get it off your account. Try and get the Fibonacci off your account. I don't think you'll be able to. I don't think there's something you can click or a tool you can undo or unwind. I don't think you can get Fibonacci off of the Binance program. The largest crypto exchange in the world literally is going to kind of force you to have as an option, if you want to, as an option, to use Fibonacci's. All right, so along with a lot of other like technical indicators, like you can trade blindly if you want to. We can just draw this and say it's definitely going down. Yes, we can make assumptions that may not be rational with the market. We can just trade blindly. We can buy or sell just on whim or how we kind of feel. That's not rational behavior, right? If you don't exhibit rational behavior, which includes heavier cash at the lower levels. Why? Because when things are expensive, you're not supposed to have much demand. That's like ordinary market theory, economic theory. When the price drops, when there's a lower price based on economics and based on business principles, you have more demand, right? So we deploy more cash in line with that demand. We deploy more cash, like double or triple down, like amounts of heavier at each level. And that also keeps us from spending all of our cash at the higher levels. So it's kind of a strategy put together. Some people have different strategies. Even some VIPs, they deal with different strategies. Some of them want to do a momentum trade. They see something that's breaking out. They want to swing cash into a momentum trade. That's cool. That's very cool. That's their style. I try and deal with maximizing probabilities, and I keep a very close watch on anything that is about to move or is moving in the opposite direction. I look at pattern, like very big pattern identifications, guys. Extraordinarily tight on pattern ID. I want to know exactly pattern identifications, channel identifications, support, resistance. I want to know. Down to the micro. Get out the magnifying glass and the scalpel. I want to know exactly how this thing's cutting. I want to know if it's gonna retrace within this, if it's achieved the top level of kind of a micro Fibonacci sequence, kind of a let's say just a micro pulse. If you call this is you don't want to call it a wave. It's kind of this pulse or this frequency is just a price action. You call it a micro pulse, micro frequency of the price action. Okay. as opposed to like the macro, right? The macro would be, well, this in the entirety of this is more of a macro kind of a price impulse to, that includes trajectory to the upside and kind of a retracement, right? And the further you zoom out, you start to see that macro develop more with all these little micro frequency kind of trades in here, right? Yeah, each one of these has retracement principles built in. Each one of them has opportunities to trade. Okay, the more specific you get with things, the more detailed you get with things, the quicker your trades can become. Some people do flash trades; they're in and out of a trade in 10 seconds. All right, that's a little heavy for crypto and people just kind of hanging out. That's a little bit heavy, but you'll see a lot of times when things get going here is not to be ignored. When you'll see a lot of times the price going, incredible amounts of volatility, incredible. That's price action. We want to take advantage of that. So, as we look at Dogecoin, yeah, we love the tweet from Elon. We love the fact that this hit right at our Fibonacci. So, huge move. I'm glad it hit. I don't like the fact it came down here. I didn't want it to have to do that. We discussed the fact on this channel that it may have to do this. So, people paying attention here with the VIP, etc., they know for a fact that yes, it has been something we've discussed. It just might have had to do that. That's no problem. That's no problem. It might choose to go a little bit lower. That's still no problem, right? That's still no problem. It's just what the price action kind of needs to happen. And I will say, and I stated this yesterday before Elon did his tweet. You guys know this. Based upon wave theory, we what? I drew this out. You guys know this, right? Absolutely. Before Elon tweeted that. All right? That we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, and at some point we should have, based upon theory, we should have a 5, right? Yeah, I said that yesterday. You guys know that, right? I said that yesterday we should have a 5. Elon comes out today and he shows it's got the Dogecoin on the dollar, right? So yeah, he's basing his opinion on, let's see. He's basing his opinion on probably some technicals and some opinions he's been given. But the sheave on the dollar in the middle, right? Yeah, so that's in line with, I don't disagree with him in terms of where it's headed. I think that's in line with the kind of the market principles in play. I think that's what we can expect to see. So that's exciting. That's something I anticipate us being able to experience. So, yeah. Very, very nice. Nicely done. Elon, I like the projection. Now, when will it occur? Well, it could happen very soon, or it could take a while, right? I'm not concerned about how long it'll take because I know that I'm going to be able to trade in the meantime, and I enjoy trading. I like having people around me that like to trade. Whether crypto is our favorite. Doge is always up there. Always. We just like it. It's fun. It's fun because Elon's involved in it, to tell you the truth. It's got a cool group like that. I respect IBM, Billy Marcus, the whole IBM. It's got a good name to it. So in terms of that being a namesake, I appreciate that. I like that a lot. But yeah, we look at a lot of different variables here. We look at we pull up a chart. We know exactly where it hit and why. Period. We know the entry point. Okay, just period. I can go through all of these from waves to theta to all the to Sol to You're not going to show me maybe you'll show me a chart at some point. All of these, literally all of these. As I'm looking at the top gainers, all of these, I know where these hit. I know why they hit. Essentially, let's say why with the overall dynamics of Bitcoin, right? And that's just kind of the. Let me see if I can draw this one real quickly. Come here, right there. I'll just draw this like this. Where are you at? Right there. Yep, I know that's the top without even seeing it. That's it. I know why it hit there. Everyone wants this trajectory all the way to the moon, right? Well, no, it's just not how it works with price action. So let's look at Bitcoin. Let's see what it's wanting to do. Let's zoom in a little bit and see if the market's kind of cooling off because Bitcoin's cooling off. That's interesting. That's important to me. All the pricing indicators on all of these coins we have indicators and precision like laser-guided missile, guys. We have all of these, all the pricing indicators. So we'll spend time later today identifying which ones are most likely to represent the greatest degree of price action. So yeah, that's what's happened. Things have cooled off now because Bitcoin has cooled off. That's fine. We just wait for the next price action. We wait for the next pricing movement. Now, can it break out from here? Sure. It can develop some patterning in here. Right? Without a doubt it can. So it's flirting around with this 200 moving day average. We'll see how it wants to behave with that. We'll see what is to occur with that. And yeah, I mean, we've got, I want to look through the chats real quickly and see, yo, Joyride in the house. I'd like to see that. Nice to see Joyride. Let me see. Joyride, you do have, I want to bring up one thing. Joyride is a, hold on, a member, definitely a member. Let me see what we got. I'm excited to have, hey, Marco Tovar just joined up, brother. Joyride, Marco just joined up. So we have to definitely go ahead and welcome Marco to the VIP. Joyride is another VIP. Joyride, what is your Twitter handle? I want to make sure I do have your Twitter handle. I know I'm almost positive I do. But let me see and make sure that I can ask you that right now. I want to make sure you're plugged in. Let's see. Joyride. There we go. I want to make sure that you definitely got that trade last night. Well, hello to you too. I do have, and I'll spend some time if things slow down a little bit. We'll just watch price action. We'll go back to Doge. We'll know it's following in line. You know, in the bottom right of your screen, you always have Doge, right? That's the one with the solo screen on the bottom right. You'll always be able to watch the price action. Bitcoin had flirted around 40. It had gotten up to, what was that? Let's look at this on the lines. Got up to like 42,000. That was nice. Looks like it's back down. Doge with a huge gain from the pricing target of, good gosh, huh? That's nice down to that. If they would have hit that 786, that would have been nice. They didn't. Some people did real well. Got picked up. 44%. It's a beautiful gain. Beautiful trade. You guys made a beautiful trade. And let's see. Let me type up something here just for VIPs. There we go. I'm going to write you, Marco. I'll put welcome to VIP. And you guys, VIP last night got a great. It's just the heads up. It's like, you know, you need that heads up. Like, what's going on? When are things going to go down? It's like, well, they're about to go down right now. And I got that out to all the VIPs. Matic, I think people made between 40 and 50%. You know, some may have made more, right? Some issues may have made more in terms of this or that. I thought, technically speaking, that Matic was very poised because the group knew about Matic. They had already been exposed to it. They were in since 7-8 cents, and they had already started to trade it. They kind of understood the price action. Some of these others, we didn't, you know, I couldn't expect the group just to jump into and be able to immediately kind of dynamically, and not even, like some of them maybe not, it would not even have them on their exchange. You know, things like that. So, I try and accommodate kind of where people are at, and with the understanding that, yeah, it's achieved a level of kind of standardization. So, as they start to do, whatever you guys involve yourself in. Dogecoin's currently up 18% as we look at the price action. Very nice. Waves had a great hit. Nano also had a great hit. Theta had a great hit. Sol had a great hit. All great trades. They're showing up, 30%, 40%. It's a lot of green. It had to come down heavily. And understand one thing, is if you lose 30%, like on a red day, you making up 30% does not cut it. That doesn't put you back to even. As you lose, you have to gain more of a percentage. If you lose 25%, you have to make more than 25% to the upside to cover that loss. So that's just that's just the truth. And we don't think in terms of that all the time. So that's important. I want you guys to understand that. And Marco, you're going to love the group. Look at Marco. That is great. That was quick. Marco's good with the computer. Let me see what I got here. All right, Marco is in the club. I love that. Marco, we want to know where you're from too. Let us know where you're from. That sounds great. Let me see what else we have. Let us know where you're from, Marco. We'll feature you here real quickly and get you involved in the club so you can plug into everybody. Looks like you've got your headset on. Marco's going to be a good guy. Let's look at Marco real quickly. We have Marco Toe. There we go. There we go. New VIP just joined up. Very nice. Must be into trading, huh? Yeah, you must be into trading. Marco, welcome. This is just a profile some of the other pictures. This is Ryan. You can introduce to Ryan. We have Gary with he's Torque Matic. We have Lars, great VIP, very good trader. We have Emily. Love this picture. It makes me happy to see this picture. Just kiddos, everything else good. So we're welcoming Marco. Pseudo in the house. Just really great people. We have Nikaya, the big $10,000 day recently. Very nice. Anthony in the house, chilled out. Chilling in the forest there. That's cool stuff. Then we have Joshua. Love the family. Love it, huh? These things, it just makes me happy that you guys are doing well too. And we have no messing around. Jason's lit, right? Yep, definitely lit. Yep. Solid VIP. Good guy. We have also crypto noobs. I don't think so noobs. Not so noobs. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so. We have Andrew. Just real classy guy. Classy picture. Nice shot there, Andrew. Nice to have you. Very nice to have you. We have Mission to the Moon. We have HDHQ. What is it? Bulls and the Bears. We have Shannon. So happy to have you, Shannon. And just these are people that are very involved. We got Doyle. We got all different kinds of people. B1 Life in the house. Right? In the house. Just these are great people. So, Marco, I want you to be familiar with these people. You can communicate with them once I put you into the chat room. And, it'd just be great. We have Harbor with some humor, Harbor humor. And then we have Don. Don's doing great. Also, we like this kind of lit picture. It's nice. Very nice. Nice shot, honestly, on the photo. Nice shot, yeah. We have the Diamond Hands. You guys will get to know Amor. Amor knows what's going on. Then we have in the Outback, we have Omer. Yes, good family man. Good stuff going on. So that also David, just guys, we have like 80 right now. So it's just we've got tons of people, good people like, David and now like Marco, and just, there's just a different feel to it. It's not all it's not the flash, the pizzazz necessarily. We do have people with hot cars and good fun stuff. We also are just highly technical. You may have people in there that decide that they want to research, right? I'm going to research this up. Yeah. People want to learn from the New York Institute of Finance. I just know their reputation. Their reputation precedes them in the field of technical analysis. If you guys want to master pricing entries, a lot of people want to do this for full time, So we can help each other do that. I know we can. Because a lot of you want to do that. And it's like, well, what if you had to spend 20 hours? On a certification or something. Well, that'd be cool. I want to do it so bad, but I don't want to spend 20 hours. No, I don't want to spend 20 hours on a formal certification. Nah. But I'd like to do this the rest of my life. Oh, really? So you want to do it the rest of your life, but you don't want to spend 20 hours on a certification? Well, it's kind of, you understand, people are willing to invest a little bit of their time and other things. So that's the kind of group dynamic that we have. Very excited. We've got 80, what is that, 82 now? I mean, let's see how many we have. That's exciting. 81. It looks like 81. Very, very nicely done. So that's exciting that we're just marching on up in terms of the VIPs. And I'm excited because last night I had so much fun last night. I just had fun. And we had a really good time. Joyride, I still didn't get your Twitter handle down here. hit me up on that Twitter handle so I know, because last night was just awesome, guys. It was fun, literally fun. I literally was giving out pricing targets. I said tonight, I took a nap and I was like, tonight I'm going to give every single person a pricing target. We're going to do a trade. I want them to know what's going on. I was like, it's not financial advice. If you like something else, you do it. But all these people right here all got notification of a trade. All these people. I'm just like, watch this. Boom, 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 boom. And I, they're like, all right, but it was just clearly indicated. Clearly indicated. So I sent out this, wham, right? Like here, strike price, strike price, strike price, strike price. And then bam, it hit, right? Yeah, it hit, and then it just took off. So it did very well, but it's just indicated technically by the Fibonacci. So when they all got it, everybody's like, well, yeah, this makes sense, because what? It's right in the line. It's time to strike. It's like, it's literally, it's time. Pull the trigger. Like do your own research, do everything else, but it's not like secretive hush information you can't spread with anybody. It's like, there's no problem with it. It's just it's part of the program we're using. If they have an idea like that, I guarantee you they share it with me. They share it with other people all the time. They're talking about golden pockets all the time. The back rooms, literally, I watch it all the time. They're coming up with this stuff all the time. So I have the ability to obviously to just DM anybody. But look at all this good talk, all about market stuff. What's going on with different coins and different things, and I mean, hello. This is just it's that right dynamic. It's not like a generalized a big kind of weird chat or something. No, Twitter has great security. We like their enterprise level of security. They have a team that gets after any situation that's not good. So I feel like people are a little bit better protected than generally on the internet out there. And yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Let's see. Marion. Yeah, Marion says he couldn't find it, so I'll have to look back at, where did I send that? I sent it to everyone's DM that I could. I also posted it in the main room. I also posted it up on the portion here, back in the community section. I posted it in the community section, and yeah, just did. Let's see, but yeah, in the should have just been DM message. Should have been the best way to communicate. Let me see. Dun, 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 dun. Make sure where you're at. I don't know if you were plugged into the group last night. We were all talking about it and everything else. I assume you were. Yeah, I sent it to your. I sent it to you last night at yeah, in the AM. What's this? Yeah, you got it yesterday at 7:40 p.m., brother. I sent it to you at 7:40 p.m., Marion. Right here. Right here. You got that at 7:40 p.m. Right here. Bam. Trade. Ongoing, about to occur. Deploy. Not financial advice. Bam. 40, 50%. So, yeah, that occurred. That was a nice move on Matic. It outpaced. It was interesting because it outpaced. And I talk about the fact of getting the information to essentially executing a trade to potentially increase your position on Doge. Yesterday was a perfect opportunity to do that, and I like it because we would hope that with the appreciation kind of schedule in mind for Dogecoin, it's been laid out as having a positive kind of accumulation schedule. I would like to think that because Elon just tweeted today about the dollar and the with the SHIB on top of et cetera. What I would say is, if something has a reasonably anticipated, if we can reasonably anticipate, the fact that like Dogecoin would increase in price and go up to $1, that general appreciation schedule is something we may find favorable, right? As a lot of people are excited about it going to $1, we may find that very favorable, kind of as like a holding instrument in between our trades. If we could, do the math, and we can, but if we could anticipate, and guys, you're going to do this, whether or not you love it, and you want to hold it, and you want to spend it, whatever you want to do. I mean, what a great, phenomenal kind of way to look at Dogecoin. Would it be a kind of a relatively, consistent, like store of value, but I say, kind of a general, just temporary holding? Not that it's not going to decrease at all. Still has a lot of volatility. But if it's going to increase on the whole, and particularly I bring that up right now, why? Because we're going to need to find this area in here again after this mid-April March, this big march to the upside to 45 cent profit, we're going to need to reestablish this right here in Dogecoin, which is this slow, methodical move to the upside here. And that would be a good time to look at, well, that would have been a beautiful time to have been trading other things and say, now, okay, good, we're back in Doge. Okay, good. We got about 12 hours till our next trade. Okay, good. And you could kind of reasonably anticipate during that time period, or well, we'll wait on for, let's say, another 24 hours until our next trade. Okay, we're back in the other trade. Bam, we make a great return on the trade. Then, boom, we're right back in here on Dogecoin. So this slow, methodical rise to the upside, it gives you like a nice kind of methodical, I'd say an easygoing kind of accrual here. We'd like to find that. So my bringing that up in the context of could that exist? It's already existed. That's what I'd like to see play out here, if possible. Okay, it would be very positive for the price action and for the long term if it could achieve some degree of stability. Right, just like this time after that M pattern formation, we've retraced equally here as we did the original. We've retraced. It would be so great to just kind of find this nice little slow and steady price action here on Dogecoin. If we can find that, I can tell you it's going to be nice. And in the meantime of this, if we can say, well, yeah, we're gonna facilitate with Doge as this hopefully goes up. Because that would be the next question. Can we apply this over if we've reached the golden pocket? Can we apply now? Because we reached the golden pocket after this M formation. Now we've reached it on the aggregate. Since we've reached it, can we anticipate that we would kind of repeat this pricing schedule? All right, repeat this slow, methodical move, okay, to the upside. If we can, then that kind of gives me a different framework to look at. Because some of the work I'm going to do later today is looking at what kind of trades would be available for VIPs or me or you or anything. You guys, I encourage you to look as well. What kind of trades do you think will go off that have the best price action, right? A lot of this is going to be when you look at trading something new, it's like, well, this will hit, this can go well, but a lot of times it's what are people comfortable with? I talked with someone last night on Voyager, a VIP. He works with Voyager. Actually, Chris, how are you, brother? Nice to have you. We have an employee, someone who works with Voyager, the trading application. He's a VIP in the group, and I was chit chatting with him last night. And I talked about, well, do you have Matic? It sounds like he has a great program. Voyager's a great. I love the feel of Voyager. It's just smooth. It's really nice. So it's nice for us to have Chris. He's in charge of some important stuff at Voyager. So he's one of the members of the VIP. And we spoke about, I said, well, do you have Matic? He's like, no, we don't have Matic. Like, oh, no. I was like, why, So as we get into some of these other issues, like if I bring up something else new to the group, we've already tolerated, we've gotten into like the zone of capability for Matic. Because everyone's been through, okay, well, where do we get it? How do we get it? What exchange do we need to be on, et cetera? So as I get into something else, it's like I need to do the exchange analytics. I need to, there needs to be some time to adjust on behalf of the different VIPs, et cetera, because we want everybody to be able to participate. I know, like last night when I was able to communicate, the pricing target is going on. It's alive, right, to all the individuals. Just, 60, 70, how many we have that are on Twitter. Not everyone wants to use Twitter. But, yeah, that was a situation where we definitely, it was a circumstance like last night, everybody was able to participate. And that's what I wanted. It just got in me. I was like, I want everybody to make money. I want to go through a time period. I want everybody to make money, darn it. That's exactly what I want. And sure enough, so I just went, I DM'd everybody, and I'm like, check this out. It's about to hit. It's about to hit. I mean it. It's about to hit. You do your own research, but I got to tell you, it's about to hit. Like me just telling everybody, I got to tell you, this thing's about to hit. Look what happened. It went up 41%, right? That's pretty sweet, huh? That's pretty sweet. But I mean it like wham, wham. Like, these are the pricing targets. It's going to hit. It's hitting right now. This is live, right? That's what I said to you. This is live. This is going on right now. This is important. It's at a pricing target. What happened? Boom. Right? Really nice, huh? Really nice move, huh? We have to say for the VIP, that was awesome, huh? That was a great move. I was really happy that everything worked out like that. I wasn't surprised, huh? I really wasn't surprised. I guess that's okay, right? I think everyone was just happy. We have become accustomed to that. It's like we'll come up with a pricing target. Oh, we got the rocket. Yeah, I had to play a rocket sound because we earned that. We earned that from last night. Enough people got involved in it. It's kind of loud. It may turn that volume down just a touch if we need to hit that again. But hey, we like that. You know, I turn around. The next thing I know, it's up like 20 or 30%. I'm like, all right. You know, the whole VIP just got it. You know, their hands on that action. Right? Everyone who's paying attention to VIP, et cetera, is like, yeah, they got what was the total? About 40%, right? So, yeah, that's exciting. That's, well, and now Twitter doesn't want to be so exciting. That's okay. But y'all saw that. 40%, yeah? And I just knew it. I'm like, look at this pricing action. Look at this go down, right? Look at this happen. And again, you have to know how to draw your Fibonacci's. It's not real intuitive because sometimes you're going to draw it somewhere else or something else. So I do have to say we got it exactly right. You may want to be a little bit more aggressive, depending upon, I don't know what trading outfit you guys have, and I don't always, I normally give that information to people. I don't adjust my Fibonacci's. That's one thing. I don't adjust them. If the market maker hits them exactly, that's perfect. If he's off by 0.0002, people just need to kind of understand, like, okay, when you miss one of them, you're like, okay, so I need to add 0.0002. I literally missed it by 0.0002. That happens. That just happens. From time to time. It may be that some people get picked up that are at your same exact price and you don't get picked up in the same exchange. At times. They don't like, I would imagine the exchanges don't like that to ever be brought up if that occurs. But yeah, that's, you know, those types of things can happen. It should be everyone who's at that price you get picked up. That would be nice. That would be great. You know, there's preferential treatment, unfortunately, you know, in terms of accounts. That happens. Yeah, some accounts are heavily watched by individuals. So as we look at this appreciation in price, slow and methodical move to the upside, you get people who turn into market leaders just because they're trading well. You'll get exchanges start to look at people's accounts and start to trade off their accounts because they're so good. Literally, you'll get market makers trading off of people's accounts and establishing different pricing targets, elements, action, etc. So, you know, it becomes very interesting in terms of what, you know, how accounts are treated differently. We want to create this nice move to the upside, guys. That's what the next thing we want to see on Dogecoin. It has hit this Fibonacci, the 618 to the 65th percentile, 61.8% to the 65th percentile. It has hit that. I'll tell you, I'd kind of like to see it hit a little bit more. You know, I think people kind of feel like that right now. It kind of hit harder at the 50 percentile. I kind of would like to see this hit a little bit more, go a little bit more to the upside. If not, I'll just tell you, if it wants to get through the 786, this is going to be one heck of a level. I'm just going to tell you. You know, in Dogecoin, the group is already very, very accustomed to being patient. So, you know, we understand that very, very, and it's been a dynamic group because they've been so patient. I've been so impressed. Some of the guys other guys with the big, you know, shows and all this stuff, you know, they're a little crazier than I am, maybe. I don't know. That's okay. I don't judge them. I hope they're all doing great. Yeah, that 7.8. If we hit that 786, it's going to be a big level. I'll just say it should be a very big level. All right, this should be a bigger level. This is a key level to have hit. This 61.8. That's a big level, guys. That's the golden pocket. That's a golden ratio. So it looks like we're up, but I'm just going to say we just kind of came into contact. Came into contact. I have to look at the difference of the differentials on the time frame here, where we came up with. That shows it a little bit more clearly. That's nice. That's nice. I would just anticipate that we get a little bit more action out of that. If it wants to, I guess it's 40%. I guess we can't expect maybe too much. That's a lot, huh? 40%. That's a good trade. Yeah, 40% is a good trade. That's not bad. The fact that we brought it to our members ahead of time is crucial. That's what they pay for, right? That's the product they demand. I mean, when I say they demand it, like there's a supply and a demand function here. That's part of the demand curve. Like they demand that. That's what they demand. So I'm happy to give that to them. That's what I enjoy doing. So it's in line with my, I guess, training, economics, etc. Thank goodness I'm not an economist. But et cetera, et cetera. You guys have great business backgrounds. If we can see this move to the upside, if this trade's not done, that'd be phenomenal. If the price action to the upside's not done, That'd be good. It would kind of be this kind of this waning of the momentum of the market and this push back, as we see kind of the colossal, Bitcoin take its time in winding around, the crypto sphere. So that's just it. That is what that is. I liked that. It's interesting that people don't like Bitcoin. Huh? I mean, Elon, I guess, loves Bitcoin for his company and everything else, doesn't he? But you can find a bunch of Doge people that just, no, we don't like it. I'm like, it's just interesting because they like Elon, right? They want to support Elon. I hear that a lot, but they don't want to talk about Bitcoin. They don't like that. I'm like, all right, why? At least talk about it. You don't have to like all the personalities. I don't like all the personalities. I try and still support them, right? Let's ring the dinner bell. Let's do this. Let's try and ring the dinner bell and see if, as we work into this, I don't know. I came up with some silly little, phraseology there. But let's see if this could turn into a reversal. All right, that would be a reversal pattern right there. A triangulated, kind of a symmetrical triangle that would essentially operate. Now, Doge has been awful on technicals. It just hasn't been highly technical. You guys know that. You who have been listening, yes, we know that, right? You who have been listening, right, understand that technically this has been a monster, right? It's just been one thing that's been difficult. It's been difficult. And as we look at the continuation pattern, what that means is that you would anticipate from the move down to that consolidation within the triangle that it would continue and it would move down. It would move to the downside. That's what the continuation means, right? It would start wherever it entered, from the level it entered at, a continuation, triangulation, boom, it's going to continue to the downside. Okay? So when you look at those are technical patterns. That's a continuation, a triangulation. Typically, they're continuation patterns. All right? So this can operate as a reversal in addition and serve as kind of a pivot. I'll say it's already pivoted at the 618. The question is going to be, is it going to become a reversal? We would need to see a breakout to the upside, okay, of, let's say, kind of an established here, and you had 2 touch points on top, 2 on bottom. It began to form. We need at least 2, guys. 3 is nice. At least 3 on one side is kind of better. We'll give it the fact that we kind of have it here. All right? So this triangulation is established by 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 contacts along the resistance, 2 along the support. Enters from the top. We would anticipate the probabilities state is going to go down. It could, however, have broken out, which is what we see here. It looks like it attempted to achieve a real breakout. Even here, it achieved a confirmation. Now, it has retraced back to essentially this line of what was previously resistance. Broken through, now it's used it as a support, as we really look down at this, as a support. It's tried to break out. It's failed. It's come back down and touched exactly upon this, what is established as a support now. Now, we would need this to move up. This would be a great time to receive some incredible news. This would be something that would formulate perfectly with this pattern formation. A lot of times news or an Elon tweet or something will kind of be like, well, okay, it's not really timely. Sometimes it's like they're paying an incredible degree of attention to the technicals. So I know we're on half the time perfectly with our technicals because his group somehow is perfectly on with, okay, I guess this needs to happen now, and bam, they let the information out. It creates price action. Now would be one of those moments where it would be nice to see that. It's going to need to get up above this previous intermittent high. So that would be interesting technically. You get down to the micro, kind of the, the real razor edge, fine here, okay. Not a real clean confirmation there. So it's expressed some frustration in doing this. I'm still going to draw it because of the dual contacts. Now, if something's drawn and it's not respected, not meaning by you, if it's not respected by the price action, right? If it's frustrated by the overall dynamics of the market, et cetera, or the market maker, either the participants or the market maker, if something's frustrated and it doesn't complete, we just understand it's not that anything we did was wrong. Absolutely not. If something marches into a level of technical conformance in line with academia on point, literally in line with academia on point, then we're going to say, yes, this is in the textbook, literally on such and such page. Anyone in the world can verify it. So that doesn't make, it's not wrong by any stretch of the imagination. It's just, there's a difference sometimes between, the textbook approach and what really happens in real life. It doesn't mean the textbook is useless at all. It gives us the entire, it gives kind of the world in terms of the market, its usefulness. Let's say it enables utility from this entire line of thought, which is heavily used. Heavily used. All right? So let me, allow you guys to watch and see whether or not this can break out. Let's just let's keep an eye on this and see if it wants to break out. That's the story of right now. If it wants to do that, Matic has really settled down, has calmed down. Doge has calmed down a little bit, but now it's beating Matic. That's nice. Waves, it's a lot has calmed down right now. So. Let's see what we have. All right. It's slow and steady as it goes. You guys know Doge has been moving very slowly. It just has been. It's been moving very slowly. And we've just kind of become accustomed to that. But it's moved up 20%. Since it's hit our price target, it has hit up 40%, right? It's up 20... up almost a little over 30 since hitting exactly the pricing target that we had. So that's just what we focus on. Let's see what we have. I'm going to go through some documents on the side here, see who I can communicate with. I'm going to put a little music on and let you guys watch the pricing action just for a second. I'm going to put music or break. And chat with new VIPs about price action and pricing targets. Enjoy a live pricing. Just for a minute. Put a 5-minute break. I'll just put that in, let us all kind of relax. You guys need to get some food or do whatever you need to do. We'll do that. And we'll put Doge. Let's see what we have. Oop. Doge. All right. Welcome to Marco again, brand new VIP. We had about 10 the other day, guys. 10. We hit Matic out of the park. It was really nice. A lot of people becoming interested because we have those pricing targets. A lot of people want that. I don't blame them. I don't understand how people trade without that. I don't think they're trading very well, but not to say they're not doing well, but you can't just shoot. It's a shot in the dark. You can't do that. So our group, the entirety of the group is very good at it. So it's nice to see. Let me see if I can put some music on that we can enjoy for a moment. Cinematic. We'll go some cinematic, and let's see what this is. Here. Okay, that was a little bit of a break, just to, let's get back into the action a little bit. Had to go take care of a few things. It looks like we have some good news to report on. Elon, well, I took a little break. Elon decided, I think to tweet, I'm not sure, but I want to see if we can. Let's see. Maybe someone sent a red flag or red herring up to me. Where is tweets and replies? Well, maybe not. Let me see. Here we go. Yeah, I haven't and won't sell any Doge. How about that? There's Elon. Yeah, I haven't and won't sell any Doge. So, he will not sell any Doge. Very good. Yeah, it's a Doge and a dollar bill. So, pretty cool, huh? Not bad. Now, again, we would need to see this. Again, it would be a good time for a tweet. We got the tweet, right? We got the tweet. Took a break. Told you technically it'd be nice to get a tweet. We got a little bit of a tweet action, right? This is London with the crypto kingdom, guys. We're paying attention to the technicals. Breakout of triangle formation, okay? Breakout of that triangle formation. And with pending confirmation, will it constitute a reversal? It needs to go up past this previous point here. We were hoping we would get like a tweet. I said that'd be a great time for a tweet, and we got one, right? Now we need to get that price action. Price target at 51 upon successful break post confirmation. So we'd need to see that price action. I actually took a second there, and just so you know, Joyride and Marco, I was setting some things up for you guys on the back end of Twitter since you guys just joined the VIP. It's very good. A lot of people aren't in. This is kind of the stream if people want to watch or whatnot. People have different schedules. We have about 80 VIPs. Those back rooms are going to be real important. You'll probably spend a lot of your time back there. This kind of introductory kind of welcome, area. And there in the back, you'll be able to communicate, post up your trades, get involved with kind of how you're trading, and just really start slamming into the technicals as you look at the pricing targets, as you look at your strategy, and start to build on that. So it'll be a place for us to be able to communicate. It's going to be great. So looking forward to both you, Marco, and Joyride. We're also looking forward. We would like to see this continue to go up and break through this previous. It has hopped once. We need it to roll to the upside. So it's nice that Elon just stated he will not sell any of his Doge. All right. Diamond hands, huh? I wonder how much he's got, huh? It's really funny. The whole time he's talking about the whales. If it were a little bit more decentralized, I might want to get my attention behind it. How many Doge do you think that Elon has, huh? Everyone wants to know who the big whale wallet is. I bet you it's kind of interesting. I bet he's probably a little bit financially invested, huh? He probably has an interest in it doing well. Align your interest with one of the best, strongest businessmen in the world. I would say that's okay. Probably a good thing. So it's probably a good thing. So if you're just tuning in, I see some people hopping in. Welcome, guys. You're very welcome here. Bottom right, you'll see the Doge price chart. We focus on technical analysis. We have a level of membership, which includes like delivery of pricing targets. We hit that last night. We're like 50%. On a specific 40% plus. A lot of people hit it in our group, so we focus on trading. That's what we like to do. A couple new members today. We're up at like 81 total members that have joined VIP. We have them all over the world, from Australia to just all over the place, guys. We have a really phenomenal group making good trades. That's what we want to do. Our goal is 100. When we get to 100. We're going to, I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe throw a party, do something. Oh, we're going to have the girl who did the design work for the U.S. Open. She is putting together a VIP card. So it's going to be cool. We just want something really neat, something cool. And, as we watch the Doge price action, we'll just see kind of how things develop with it. We're hoping it's conquered this pattern, and again, established by two hits along the top, which is the primary kind of resistance line, broken through, turning into the support. All right, we needed to stay above this and move to the upside. It's, the target price is about 51 cents. If it can do that, that would be nice. It'd put us about halfway to that dollar. Everybody wants to get this to a dollar. That would be nice. So I also see in here that, what is this? Gooey Greco. What's up, Gooey Greco? Cool last name. I'm glad you're going to join the VIP today. We have a lot of people that are joining. It's nice. He did another tweet. Yeah, I saw the, let me see if there's another tweet. There is. It is possible that there's another tweet on top of another tweet. Let's see. He's just cool. I mean, he's a fun guy for the space, right? Let me see if I can find anything. Oh, here we go. There is a little bit more. There's 2 tweets. We don't, we got to dig down into his profile because he had gotten. Let's see as we go through it. He says a long term. Where is he at? Okay, there's how much is that Doge in the window? That's right. Then he says, apart from that, let's find worth reading. He's speaking different languages. Where is the friend production? He's done quite a bit. Let me go ahead and copy this over. Let me paste that in front of you guys so you see it. Copy link to tweet. Let me go ahead and post this so that you guys have it from me. I'm going to put is a hero. I'll put Doge to $1. Doge to $1 and beyond. Okay, I'll tweet this out, then I'll be able to show you guys. I've found it on a different device. Let's see what we have. Cool dudes, huh? Joyride and Marco. What's up, Joyride? Looks like you play some guitar. That's all right. That's nice. Got a friend who runs a rock radio station. Marco Tovar. What's up, brother? Nice to have you here. Welcome to VIP. You guys are going to do really well. I'm looking forward to you guys. You're learning at the right age for sure, without a doubt. Engaging in that at a young age. Look at this. A longtime Tesla supporter gave me. This is Elon. Gave me the Doge dollar sticker at Giga Berlin. All right. Very cool. That is awesome, huh? It's funny. Isn't it interesting? Bo, Bo, who I pay attention to, he's a military guy. He says, though I noticed it says 1 Doge, not $1. Way to go, Bo. Well, Bo calling it like he sees it, right? Interesting, huh? 1 Doge. All right. That's that military analytic looking at you, huh? The reason I follow this guy is funny, huh? That's the military for you. It says 1 Doge. Are we worried about that? I don't know. It's interesting, isn't it? It's not inconsequential, is it? That's funny. It's interesting, huh? Let's add that to stream artwork. That's fun. Let's ask everybody. Let's go ahead and we have a second while the price action is developing. Let's say, I don't know if I can copy Bo. I'll try to. Let's put, why does, let's say Elon. We need to get him a new sticker. Why does your sticker say 1 Doge and not $1? I think that's an interesting question. I think there's some good answers. We'll write that out. That's probably a little bit more accurate. And we'll just reference that, and we'll try and CC the military crew. Roger that. We'll do that. There you go. Reach out to our military friends. Big thank you to all the people who serve in the armed forces, law enforcement, or any other type of service. Let's see. It's a nice chart on Doge. The daily looks like it's going to have some more upside. It just should, but doesn't. It's really wanting to achieve some negative price soon. So that's the daily. I'm not crazy about the daily. Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin not really wanting to hold that 200-day moving average. That's not necessarily great news for Bitcoin prices. If we have another instance where it's all red, what are we going to do? We're going to focus on pricing, right? Yeah, absolutely. If we go red, if everything goes and rolls red, perfect. Maybe a great opportunity, huh? This was a great opportunity at this level. 30% trade for Bitcoin, huh? Yeah, not bad, huh? 30% trade from our specified level, right? If it goes down again, it's going to hit the next level. We're going to know what that level is. We're going to talk about it in our VIP. That's it. There's a 30% trade, huh? We'll see what else wants to happen. It may pick up, right? It may decide it just wants to pick up. Let's take a look at Matic. Polygon. It's an interesting scenario. It's an interesting coin. So let's go back to Doge. I want to do some shout outs to some new people. Just let people know what's going on. What do we have here? Just some new VIPs. Don, Ryan, Garland, Baruch, Joshua, Drill Doc, Prince Cash, David, Andrew. There's tons, huh? I mean, it's going well because everybody likes these. They like the trades. They want some details on those trades, right? Nano, huh? Quite a hit for Nano. Good move. They all did this fake out, so very few people were in the move for this unless they were comfortably just sitting and had a lot of patience. No problem. Let's see what goes on. And it's nice when you play lightly, you can kind of be like that. It's like, let's just kind of see how this goes, and we'll play it out. It's oftentimes a good way to work a key level is, well, let's let this kind of transpire. It may go up, it may go down, it may do all types of things before it decides to really take shape. So, yeah, kind of nice stuff. Nice stuff. This was a good trade. ADA, in line with that's a heck of a trend line I had drawn before it was there. I drew this trend line before it was even broken through. Interesting. All right. Let's look at back to Doge. So a lot of new VIPs. Last night I decided to get out the information, to get out all the information on the new trade last night to the VIPs. On Twitter, that will allow me, if you guys see the Twitter handle down there, that will allow me to communicate with our VIPs, and I'm just excited about doing that. Let's see what we got. And let me go through. Let's see what we have. Just slow price action, not really certain what's going to go on. And just, we're really excited about the VIPs because a lot of them last night got great trades. Just great trades, huh? Just, they took the information, they ran with it. I let them know it was hot, it was about to happen, and bam, you know. Some people have, you know, some other people have groups like within the first week we hit like 50%. You know, and then we hit, the next month we came out with a new stock or a new thing, and we hit 50% on that one too. Like, man, we hit 50% all the time here. Honestly, we hit 30, 40, 50. We hit it all the time. We literally do. We have 2Xs. We have, you know, we have all types of good things going on. You know, maybe it's not an indication of the forward circumstances. Maybe that's a caveat. I'd just say that there's always variability in the market. But yeah, that's, you know, that's, I sent a snapshot last night of bam, there's 50% right there on the trade. Beautifully well done. Beautifully well done. Let me try and add in. I'm going to go in this back door here on the other screen. See if as this pricing action develops, see whether or not we can get that. It needs to go up. If it can go up, it's a great price target. I'd like to see you guys hit that 51 cents. That'd be nice. Kind of an unexpected deal. Elon tweeted, but it hasn't done much. He's letting us know he hasn't sold any of his Doge. It's nice. He hasn't sold any. It's nice. We featured a nice VIP video this morning, and it was pretty good. It was amidst some variability, so we're always cognizant of that. We're always looking at issues that need to be followed up on and following up on them. So what we do. Let's see, just slow price action. And let's see real quick. Wondering how Bond is doing in Australia. Bond is a good guy. Yeah, Steve, we just looked at Elon's tweet. I'm not sure which. Oh, yeah, maybe no one else did see it. Yeah, that's a good point. Hold on, Joyride. We're on our way. Don't worry. I know you're upset. Don't worry about it. We're on our way. We're in the process of solving the solution of coming up with a solution. Let's see what we have. There he is. All right. See if that is any better on that exclusive list that you've got. See if that helps, and then that's the Joyride right there, and see if that helps. Oh, let's see. All right, all right. There we go, Joyride. You should be up and running in the VIP. Joyride, you're in it, bro. I gotta tell you, you're in it 100%. I've just added you into the listserv. Okay, bam, you're into the listserv VIP club, the exclusive club. Also, you now have access to the message list where we are keeping all of this information. And I'm gonna go ahead and put into the listserv. I'm gonna welcome you. I'm going to take that picture. I'm going to copy it. Look like a guitar player. Maybe show us a picture of that guitar if you got any kind of guitar music. Let's go to, let's see what I can do right here. Everyone, welcome. Joyride. To the VIP. Let us know about your trading history. Oh. Well. All right, well. It looks like you're maybe into that, so you've got that going on for you. That's nice. Welcoming Joyride. I'm going to get involved. People are active in the chat right now in the VIP section. This is kind of like the primer, introduction, etc. Let me go to the list, and I want to add in, make sure Marcos is in there also with the restricted list. He just joined into VIP. Get exclusive, those exclusive charts, those trades. Let me make sure I've got Marcos's information. Let's go to the price action. Watch Doge develop. Get those exclusive trades, all that that great that information. Just people wanting those trades, wanting that those key indicators. Marco, we're so glad to have you, brother. We really are. It's just we really appreciate you so much being here. Also, Joyride, we really appreciate you being here. Let's see if I can pull in Marco Tovar. Let me just find your Is Hamill around? It looks like Hamill's around. What's up, Hamill? Mammal? That's Mark, I think. Mark? What is it? Yeah, Hamill. It'll prorate. Nice. He coming up with solutions for other people. Steve Hinton wants to join. That's nice. Steve, we got a very nice crew. I know some Hintons. Very nice people. Very, very nice people. So let's see. Now it's time for Marcos. On the side screen, I'm going to pull in Marcos. See what we have here. And let's add in to the exclusive access. Marcos. There we go. All right, Marco, you are on. You are officially on the VIP exclusive VIP access. You are in it. And I'm going to put you to the restricted. Let's see the restricted. Add that on. You're in. There we go. Both of you are now into the restricted access only group. And just welcome. Just have fun. Just have fun. We are very, I don't know, we're very, what do you say? We're very careful about the group in terms of all the conduct, everything else. We definitely want it to be professional and to be like dignified. We have members of everything from the armed services to, formalized, kind of real professionals, consummate professionals. We have business owners. We just have a nice group. So the more that you're able to appreciate all of that and bring that to the table, and it's for people who want to develop, people who want to further their trading skills. It is nice to be VIP and be recognized. You're in a kind of exclusive club. It's going to be, have some really nice perks to it. In addition, the primary perks are receiving the information. For instance, the information, these trades is people who want to trade, who value the market and understand kind of the importance of receiving, this important information that, is essentially kind of the key instrumental, kind of framework of the pricing, the price action, the timing, gearing with each other in terms of reinforcing solid principles, never being overexposed at the top levels. That's the commonality that we find, is people reinforcing basic market principles, not becoming overexposed at the top levels. Definitely communicating that with each other frequently. When people get excited about something, they want to roll into something, they want to FOMO into something, right? No, this is a very much a circumstance where people are constantly in the VIP. I constantly see people reminding each other that they're essentially that they're supposed to be behaving like normal market participants. Always reminding ourselves that there's variation in everything. The technical trades that surface and work out well are the strongest probability trades that you can get into. Sometimes people will leverage more cash into those trades. I don't talk about that much, but that's just the truth. The stronger the technicals are on a trade, the more certainty you can have in that trade. Has a higher degree of reliability. We will see what wants to occur here. We will see if we have any kind of a repeat just because we watched Matic. And we are establishing a descension and an ascension as well. Could be a little bit more extreme in terms of the slope which could be established. So we'll keep our eye on this pattern. We're not hesitant to draw a pattern early on. We just understand that it can change very quickly, and that doesn't bother us at all. It's establishment of the patterns which evolve Okay, we don't say as a matter of fact, this is such and such, it will not move. No, we draw with the understanding and the qualification that things will naturally evolve. This would be a nice, let's say, nice move to the upside for sure. If that could give you a new all-time high, that'd be great. If that would want to work out technically. Is it perfect? No. Does it give us a kind of a threshold? Yeah, somewhat. It gets us in the right framework, right? The right frame of mind for us to just always, be structuring everything down to the technicals. This price movement here, as we look at a price movement on Matic, just to understand what technicals are, as it comes back in tandem with Dogecoin. Dogecoin pulled ahead, definitely. As we look at the technicals here, reinforcing this move, which is the height of the triangle, as the potential breakout distance, does a lot for us. Because this move becomes important, maybe some other places, but if that can become kind of I'd say a framework, or it can become a point of reference for future additional levels of price action, guys, that's phenomenal, because that's greater than the previous moves in Matic, essentially. You see that? That was a heavy move here. So technically, if this can work out, if it can build up or down, it might represent an increase in the levels of profitability that could be experienced by Matic. Those are the types of issues we would want to hone in on as we look at the different coins we could trade, right? Different investments. Nano up currently 47%. That's good. That's not bad. We achieved that on ours last night. Nano is here now. That's good. Not bad. Let's look at what hit. What hit? It's golden pocket. A lot of golden pockets were hit. Key areas to be hit as price action develops, right? Real simple stuff. The golden ratio, the 61.8 to the 65th% retracement. That is the golden pocket. By definition, that's the golden pocket. Our back channels with VIP, etc., they focus on things like golden pockets all the time. They trade them all the time. They've traded them the last few days. Very highly targeted trades, guys. Very specifically highly targeted trades. Last night, I was able to communicate with multiple, 50, 60, 70 plus, right? We have currently 80 some odd. I'm not sure how many are actually on Twitter, but that's our main means of communication. I've communicated the Doge targets, like the entry spot exactly here. Not kind of, sort of close. No, exactly the entry spot where it hit. Last night I spoke with them about Matic. It was just an interim trade. We're huge fans of Doge. That's maybe our favorite, but Matic has been fun for the last week or two. That's fine. We've been around Doge for a long time. It's going to be the mainstay, I think, for a lot in terms of cryptocurrency. So when we came up with the Matic pricing, bam, exactly right here, I let people know that it's incoming, right? And it hit up 40%. So everyone knew about it in the VIP. Everybody was aware. If you're in the VIP and you're not aware, you're not using Twitter, I need you to hone in on Twitter. I've said that before, but we have the majority already on Twitter. You're doing great. I added Marco and I added Joyride, our two new members. Again, we're at 81. We're going for 100. Once we reach 100 VIPs, we will change up the scenario just a touch. We'll change up the scenario a bit because I want that first group of 100 to be able to interact the way they have interacted. They're just developing a level of expertise right now. A level of expertise that's it's going to continue to benefit them. And I want to potentially we'll form the next group to kind of develop into in terms of the next VIP group. But the first one has been 2 or 3 weeks, right? We have 81. They're doing phenomenally well. Phenomenally well. Talking like some of them like 10 grand a day kind of well. Literally. So, and we're hearing that backwards and forwards, guys. Whichever way you look, it's like in the room, it's like wherever you look, someone's making an incredible amount of money. Someone just hit a 40 or a 60 during the red, the sell-off. Yeah, we were hitting pricing targets. Lars is a great example. Wonderful woman. She made 60% while the market was through the floor. All that red you saw, everyone was upset. All the news was talking about it. Yeah, we made money. Our group made money. So Lars is a great example of that. We had 2 or 3 that day that just cleaned the house, clean house, like however you want to say it. Just really did well. I'm very excited about the VIPs. I talk about it a lot because they're doing so well. It's real simple. When everything else is down, they're doing well. When it's up, we're up. When it's down, we're making progress and getting a target. We're the evidence is there. The people, the results speak for themselves. That's what's cool. Pretty cool. Very cool. Excited to see on the top of your screen we have the RSI, right? The RSI, Relative Strength Index, right? Relative Strength Index. Okay. On the bottom, we have MACD. I decided to throw some MACD on there so you could see kind of MACD and RSI, so we could understand how the how the different indicators are wanting to work. We've just achieved the golden pocket, right? The 61.8 to the 65th percentile, and that's usually a pretty key level to hit. It's not a bad thing that we hit it. I think long term, it's a very good thing that we hit that. So congratulations that if you guys have held through that or you hit that target price. I know a lot of people in our group did. They had that exact figure. We do have the back door here. We have all of these in the community tab, which are just great updates, guys. It's all revolving around your investments. However, I can serve that. Just my financial background, Duke econ degree and certification in markets and whatever else I can do to bring that to you would be great. Yeah, Marco Tovar, you're welcome. You have that access to the exclusive. I can't wait to bring you a trade. Hopefully, last night we were able to bring one to the whole group. Everyone got notification of a trade. It maxed out at 40 to 50%. That was last night. It really, it was up 20, 30, 40%. Then today everything was really showing green, really going great. It was up even further. I have to look back, 20% to 40%, et cetera. Waves has been doing real well. Doge came around the corner and started doing great. Elon tweeting, talking about the fact he has not sold any Doge. He's one of the most prolific businessmen around. So I don't feel like we're just talking about nothing. A guy's taking the people to Mars. So that's pretty important. I think that qualifies as being worthy of discussion. That's good. So, yeah, anyone who's here to have a rumor session or whatever else, we're just we don't gossip, we don't talk about I know what you did last summer and weird people. We're not into that. We're kind of like do only good every day. Like if we can do that, that's kind of what we want to do. Shout out to Amanda. We just get some haters. It just happens. I think because we do good trades, and I don't think people like the fact that I used to be a presidential advisor. You think, yeah. So anyway, it's kind of a problem with some other people. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. I've gotten pushback for a whole lot of things, and not always real politely pushed back. So that's life. I got some people that don't. There's some people that don't respect soldiers who went to Vietnam. Or when I was a kid, people spitting on soldiers. When I was a kid, I remember seeing that. I was like, what's going on? It's just, you get pushed back for a lot of different things. Some things are unpopular. Just shout out to Amanda Luchart. Amanda, I hope you hit that pricing target last night. She's a very nice girl. I like that. I was hoping you get that website back up incidentally. I'm not sure if you can or what's going on with that website, but you have, what is that, Texas? Not sure exactly. James Shen asking, how much trading experience recommended for VIP? Good question, James. The trading experience, I would say, is you have to be able to, and these are questions you can ask and delve into if you're looking at, advancing your trading, advancing your expertise, your level of expertise. Definitely is something that can develop. You need to be around the right people, I would say, to be able to do that. And you can do that probably, maybe your family can help you with that, or your friends can help you with that. That's the good thing about, there is that level of expertise in the, just in terms of what exchange you're using. What types of orders are you using? Do you know what a limit order is? Some basic stuff like that. And in terms of like, a limit order is like you're saying you want to buy a specific amount at, a specific amount of, let's say, Dogecoin for a specific price, and that's it. That's what your limit order is put in at. All you do is you say, instead of a buy or a sell, right, you're going to buy or sell something. Well, it's you're going to buy or sell it at a limit. That's what a limit order is. So little things like that. Which exchange are you on? Do they allow limit orders, right? Those are the types of things that make a big difference in terms of your ability to take advantage of a structured exchange. Yeah. So in terms of your ability to trade, those are kind of like, getting your feet wet in some real, before you dive into the ocean of like trading, those are the types of things like on the get-go that a lot of the streams that we've done cover information like that. As we watch pricing develop, like, sometimes we have a lull in the action, but we still know people want to be involved. There's some people are in VIP, some people are working, some people are relaxing. Everyone has a different time schedule. That's fine. But as we will wind up going through some key features, and I do, specific videos. So, I'll do a specific video to the community. Where is it? Let's see, the specific community video. What do we have here? I know we have a specific community video. We shot a video this morning. Let me just take a look. We'll do an exclusive video like this, right? We'll come up with information. We'll be able to get that to you. It'll cover different, facets or features of your trading. Not necessarily your exchange. We don't advise. That's the one thing we don't advise. But you can definitely. There are people who are learning right now, who join because they want to be around people who are doing well. They want to receive trade updates. They want to read a book. Like if you just it's like a guide to rebuilding the brakes on your cars. If you were into becoming an auto mechanic, you'd probably want to read a book or go to trade school, something like that. It's like you'd at least probably pick up a book and say, okay, yeah, I like sports cars or whatever it is. Let's see. I like what Nikaya said. If you're new to trading but willing to learn, with our group, I don't see any barrier to entry. That's cool. That's well stated. There's Ryan. What's up, Ryan? Yeah, MacD. We can expand it a little bit and talk about it some more and kind of go through the specifics of what it is. It's just, it's like every other indicator. It's just it's a form of indication, and it's not. It's not set in stone. It's not absolute. Nothing is. In trading, nothing is. People want that absolute. Last night was pretty absolute, giving the information. That was so much fun, huh? I know you guys got it, but that was just fun, huh? Here's a trade, bam. Pricing target. It's like, it's like we have an incoming hit. It's like you could hear the missile like coming down at us, something like that. It was that direct. It was about to hit. It was a live trade. So yeah, that was fun. That was good for people to say, yeah, that's going to move somewhere. They don't get that all the time. We don't get that all the time in terms of, I would say, the ability for something just live, immediate to occur. It's like normally you have to schedule it out. Sometimes you have to put your limit orders in. And so it's nice that worked out really, really well. And just so happy. It made me really happy that the whole group was able to facilitate some profit on that. That's cool. And not everyone a lot. A lot of people just learning, kind of getting the group dynamic together, et cetera. And yeah, that's really cool. That's nice when I hear that you guys are all doing well. And you're telling me, well, it's just person after person is just everyone made money on it. It's like, yeah, it's good because we drew that Fibonacci very specifically on Matic. We also drew it very specifically on Doge, and it was target strike, just perfection. It was really great. So that's good when that works out. There is variability. It doesn't always, hit. Congrats to all VIP who bought dip today on Matic 175, 198, and still rocket. Yeah, huh? You get to that point, it's like, and still, huh? Because you know, pricing now, you're into trades, right? You understand it's like, well, yeah, you just got to give this some time, huh? And yeah, the pricing 144 was nice. He's talking about 175. Beautiful, right? Yeah, nice call. There you go. And 198. Yeah, he's doing the fibs. He's working it the right way. That's right. Good call. See, Ryan's already working the fibs on the micro levels. He's already accumulating and working on what the micro levels are, and that's providing this rise in price right here. Huh? That's nice. That's good work. People came in at this level. Yeah, he's like, yes, sir. He's like, that's the way it works. You're on that, huh? That's very cool. So yeah, that's why. I mean, look at that. It's looking nice. Looking nice. We'll continue to see how that works. We like Matic a lot because we came up with a 78 cents. It was like heads up 78 cents, and I was so happy. It's like some people are like, yeah, I went ahead and just got some. I'm like, all right, cool. It looked really strong. Technically, you must have thought so too. Like, yeah, it looked very, very strong technically. And then it goes up to like a $1.50 within no time. It doubles, and then it tripled. So yeah, it hit a 3x. So that was really great for our group. In the first 7 to 10 days, we had a 2x, we had a 3x. We had some different overall accomplishments where, and I'm not the type to say everyone buy. That's not it. It's like, it's not financial advice. This is an active price target right now. Everyone knows there's variability. And you guys are very good about that too. You're like, this specific stock right now is in a golden pocket. Bring it to my attention. I'll let people know about that as well. Just like, hey, this is one that's lined up. That's where the facility, in terms of all of you working together, in terms of all of us kind of having this shared dynamic, it's really nice because it's not easy to find like a nice group of people. That's the bottom line. Can you find a nice group of people that are able to that also have some real business acumen, some intelligence, and are able to kind of further each other's, trading career. I mean, it's a great thing to capitalize on, and I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to capitalize on it. It's just, it's really nice. So that's really cool. What a find! Absolutely for our involvement in crypto, etc. What a find! As we kind of became a little frustrated with the price the other day with all that red, people just starting to think, well, what else? It started, Andrew and I were talking. Amanda, we may be able to kind of chit-chat about this along with Ryan and Nikaya, you guys in the chat. And let's see. We will boot. Someone gets the boot. What we'll talk about is... as people talk about, well, if the market were to completely, just kind of go to a position where it weren't profitable for us to even be involved in it, because you get past the point, at some point you would say, well, the market has reached my threshold because it's not popular anymore. Well, it's kind of hot right now to say, well, I'm in crypto. Well, okay, Bitcoin or Dogecoin, everything's doing real well, and yeah, I do have an account. I have cold storage. It's kind of like the cool hot thing, right? It's the latest thing, right? It moves from something like that to where, if it becomes unpopular because the prices are going down, it's an odd dynamic for us because we're able to profit when the prices go down, right? You guys know that. People are like, we can handle that. Typically, that's a more sophisticated kind of move. Typically that's something that's a little bit more sophisticated. You're going to look at things and say, well, that's maybe an advanced trader that can come up with a strategy that when things are going down, he's able to profit. And you have to get that through people's minds. That it's almost like you could work at a hedge fund, or almost like that's you have that level of strategy that you could, deploy that, and people will start to listen when you explain the fundamentals of the strategy in terms of how it's done. It's like opening up a whole new world for them. They're like, oh, well, I see. Literally, it'll catch people off guard, and they'll have to drop all of that negative sentiment, and they'll be like, oh. Okay. And the impression you leave with them is, wow, those people, I mean, very few people can do that. I understand the basics of it, and they'll try and grasp it. They'll try and understand it like they want to make the money on it. But unless you really have a keen eye for understanding, like a pricing target, like a retracement, like a, you have to develop that counterintuitive nature in terms of, okay, so people are losing money. How do we gain money? And to be able to do that, it's just not natural. It's not something that, well, not everyone's going to understand that. And, there's a little bit of there's not a stigma to it, but it's just hard for people to conceptualize. And I've met some very intelligent people. Some of my best friends here in town, brilliant guys, like razor's edge, smart mentality, heavy hitting, real, kind of commander level, real impressive people. Mentally, that have probably some of the more developed minds that individual, or I don't know, that the country would kind of need, just nice, intelligent, brilliant people. Even they will go through options and this and that. I'll say, first of all, they can run circles around me in terms of how they can discuss it. Sometimes they'll I'll need them to repeat something 5, 6, 7, 8 times, and they're like, "Are you with me?" And I'm like, yeah, I get you. It's just you have to get through it. It's like reading Einstein's theory of relativity. You're like, come on, It's like, I like the way that I learned it. So everyone has that as well. It's like the way that I learned it made a little more sense to me. So that level of expertise is not easy to get to. Let me say that, and it's important how you communicate it to other people as well. So when you're communicating it to other people, just understand that. That it's just go softly, and understand that when you're talking about making money while other people are not making money, sometimes it's just better to say, well, that must have been really bad for them. Yeah, I wasn't involved at those levels. You should always say, no, I certainly wasn't involved at those levels. And a lot of times that's true. We talk about keeping cash for the downside, right? We talk about that, and that's key. That's real key. Yeah, that's the way that is. Let me take a look over, and you guys will communicate with all that. But it becomes kind of like not a stigma, but something happens with the price, right? It's like, the prices are down, everyone's losing money. It becomes tragic for them. It's almost like the market has melted. It's a big deal, right? I just got some input from people, and they're like, $500 billion. The Bitcoin went down $500 billion. It sure did. Like it sure did. It came down to our pricing targets, and they're like, what? Like you wanted it to go down. No. Not that I wanted it to go down, but in the context of it going down, I know that I can make money when it goes down. Then you're speaking Greek to them. Then they're like, what? What planet are you from? You want it to go down to your pricing target so you can make money. People don't study things that way. People don't understand a market that way. The fact that you can engage in systematic conduct to profit when things go down, and not just on the whole price doesn't have to collapse for anyone to make money. It's on the micro event. It's on every move up that goes down. You decide a good price for you to get in at. You try and maximize your efficiency, your pricing efficiency, which means you want to lower your cost basis, which means you don't want to buy high. It's nice to take a profit, which means you want to recapitalize, you want to get it back in lower. So that's the dynamic within which we find ourselves. And it's not commonly understandable. So it's not isolating. People within the community definitely know. The traders that you talk to, I'd say everything from brokers, particularly, they'll have that wrapped around in terms of the nuance, the language, the puts, the calls, the shorts, the longs, all those details. Let's get into, if you guys see the community tab, for those of you who are new, you have access now to the community tab, and that community tab will have on the main channel site here, we'll have all the pricing targets in there. It should have all the targets if you want to look there. The third one down is for I think Matic. So it's just one that people are familiar with, and it was the star-studded Polygon was #1 in increase in market capitalization of like the top 100 or the top 50, I think top 100 market caps. So that was a big week for Matic, and it's still, the notion that it could potentially it could potentially, bring itself back to, it just got from 75 cents it got from 30 cents to like $2 real quickly. A lot of people on this channel made a lot of money. So a lot of VIPs made money. I think people in base camp too. They were watching the streams, etc. And that's the facilitated portion of VIP, is the directed attention to notification of pricing targets, notification as to timing, things like that. You have to understand from my viewpoint, I know we have like 80 VIPs, so it's a part of my mindset to stay on top of things. Whereas you have things to do, and each individual person, well, I have to go do this. Well, I maybe have time for that. I'll put that on the back burner. For me, I know it's an area of concern for for like 80 people. So, it's not financial advice, so I don't have to worry about, you guys still going to do your own deal. You're bringing as many ideas as I am. You're probably bringing them definitely amongst yourselves. You got there's 40 to 80 that are kind of active and then heavily active. I'd say probably the 40 are heavily active. The 80 are kind of active. So about half really show up with new ideas. So, and it takes time to understand all this. It takes, maybe weeks. It takes maybe months. I'll just tell you guys, in the context of things, as people learn this, they know as they've learned the technicals, sometimes it takes like years, right? I'll try and teach someone something, and we'll sit down and we'll spend 3 hours. Then we'll spend another 3 hours in a few days after that, just trying to understand the basic concepts. We can talk through it. We can go through it. It still takes a long time, right? It's even after 6 hours in a week. Well, next week we'll meet for 6 hours. Let's just go through this. If you really want to learn, let's do this. And I've done that with people. It turns into, if they're willing to spend the additional 3 to 6 hours on the other side of it, it becomes something that has to be studied. There are videos, there are tips, there's ways to realize things. And as people spend more time, just give yourself a few weeks. If you're new to it, give yourself a few weeks into it. If you already stepped into it and you've gotten you have become familiar with the idea and you're just learning, just relax. Give yourself a few good weeks. Start exposing yourself to the information, to the language, to the kind of the nuances of what people are talking about. And it'll start to become a little bit more clear in terms of what a confirmation is, a breakout and a reconfirmation, and a move to the upside off a triangulation. These are just things that in time, in 3 to 6 months, you can just relax. You'll know that everything's come together. But it's not and that's the thing about the market too. People say, well, it's just going to go away. The bull market will last. They want it to last another 3 months, 6 months, a year. Well, the market's not going away. The market's still going to be here. There's all different types of things to invest in. All different types of things. It's nice to invest in things when they're very inexpensive, right? We stack cash. I stack cash at lower levels. And that's just it. At lower levels, then like it's at 38. If it's at 38, I'd love to buy it for like 3 cents. Ryan from Wyoming, brother, good to see you. Nice to see you, man. It's been a minute, hasn't it? I've been calling you out. I've been like, where is Ryan? Here and there, I've been shouting you out, but wondering where you are. It's really nice to see you. And I have your Twitter, right? I want to make sure, because I want to make sure it's great to see you. You guys hit the like button for Ryan if you can. You may have already done that, but I'll hit the like button. It's nice to see you, brother. Great to see all of you. Live pump, tech analysis, Dogecoin pump, Matic VIP trades, Bitcoin. You've been watching, huh? Well, that's good. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Vechain, waves. It's good. We have different, Vechain did real well today. And let's see. So did Doge. Caught up. Kind of started outdoing Matic. Waves has just been off the Richter scale. We just know how these hit. They hit real deeply. We have different levels of fibs. This was nice. It did a double kind of reconfirmation here. And it's just been, this is Nano. Actually, Nano has just picked up today and, continued to be impressive. Yeah, that's a huge move. 67%, 60 to 70%. That's nice. Almost cleared that on my trade last night. We'll see how it goes. I don't know who has access in VIP to like Nano. Does everyone have it? We just haven't discussed these issues. Like with Wave, does everybody have it? With like Theta, can everybody buy Theta? I know like XRP, half of you can't buy it. I know like some of these different ones. I spoke with someone on the Voyager last night, someone who works with Voyager. Chris is actually an employee of Voyager. He's a VIP. And let me write this to you there, Ryan. I want to match that up. It's the same price targets, Joyride. It's the same price targets unless you're doing it on the micro. If you're doing it on the micro, I don't know, draw a fib. Let's see can you draw a fib? Do you know how to draw a Fibonacci? We go through the framework here is we're heavy cash on the downside. So not to deploy all the cash on the most recent low to high. You can draw a Fibonacci on anything, right? We can draw one right now. But you have to understand the philosophy involved that you're not going to be able to just immediately deploy all your cash into this area. That's not the idea. The idea is right now we're in an overall like retracement. The entry to this right here was around this area. People are entering in around the different retracement zones right here of this frequency. We need to determine the extent to which Doge may want to retrace again and recontact its golden pocket. Or will it start this move to the upside? Right now, we're discovering the trend. What is the trend going to be? Is it a trend reversal? Because right now the trend is, this is on, it's almost the same chart. Almost literally the same chart. A lot of these are almost similar to the same chart. As we look at same question, same hypothetical. As we look at same importance, let me redraw it on here. I need to take it off the other one. It's going to confuse me. As we look at this, this is the micro fib. Can you guys tell me if you actually can buy Nano? Can you actually buy Waves? I don't know what exchange you're on. I assume you can. Like Joyride, we would want to accumulate at these levels and go ahead and parse in money, typically on like a double or triple down approach. This is on Doge. We'll get into Matic if you want to get into Matic in a minute. We just did Nano. We kind of by accident, but we can do anything. We do this on anything. It applies to everything. It's not specific to an individual stock, and it doesn't work on anything else. No, these are your price targets right here, okay, on this interval, on this kind of this micro interval, okay? Now, in line with that, you have to be careful about the amount of cash you're going to deploy. Not financial advice, just be careful, because if you deploy all your cash in this area, if you double or triple down and all your cash is computed into this, you have more cash at the bottom, first of all, which you're tripling down. If it's 100, then it goes 200. Let's say you start tripling, 600, triple, 1,800, triple, 5,400. Okay, double, triple down. Just say triple down every single level, just to get the demand curve to work. That means you have more. Well, I just do that to keep it in your mind that you need more capital at the lower levels. Why? Because it's in line with normal market behavior. Otherwise, you're going to leverage in your cash up at the top. You don't want to do that. You're buying too high. You want to buy low, sell high. So stack your cash towards the bottom. Always. On individual frequencies, unless you're in a real strong bull trend, right? Right now, we're in a retracement. The trend is retracement. It hasn't broken through that yet. It can. If it wants to start achieving this right here, if it wants to start after the M pattern formation, replicate it here. There's two M's. Okay, that's replicated right here, right? So this right here becomes just a slow, nice, methodical move to the upside. Can it happen here? That'd be nice, right? We need to start kind of seeing that for it to tell us what would become maybe a reasonable, kind of a reasonable means of acquisition. You need to download tradingview.com, TRADING view, tradingview.com. Everybody has that. Nope. We're really excited that you're here. You, Joyride, and Marco, and everybody. Ryan from Wyoming. Ryan, I didn't get your Twitter handle, bro. I just wrote in here, Twitter handle. Can you please give me your Twitter handle? I think you're on, but I just need to make sure it's matched up with the appropriate I think I already sent you stuff last night, but I want to make sure I've got it on this. I got a little sheet here, I need to make sure stuff's on. It just keeps me organized with what you guys got going on. So let's look at the idea is if you want to become involved with the retracements on the micro level, sure, we deploy the fib, right? The micro interval here, meaning the smaller interval of price. There you go. It hit what? It hit the 786 almost exactly. Then it moved to the upside. What percentage gain was that? Well, people made up to 30%. That's a nice move. If you deploy heavy amounts of cash in this area, you just have to be very, very careful because you have lower levels right below you. And you don't want to carry that cash down to those levels because it will cost you money to carry that cash down to those levels. Right? Yes, it will cost you money to carry your level of involvement down if it doesn't pick up and go up. And there's no guarantee it's going to go up. There's just not. There is no guarantee it's going to move up. Like with Matic, is there any guarantee it's going to move up? No. It hit a fib level. Okay, great. The next one on the map down is after it might retouch at either of these, the 0.5 or the 0.618 or the 0.786. I'll make these into percentages. There we go. The percentage retracement from the start of the price trend to the top. How much is it giving back? Real easy. So in the context of the micro here, we can pull up guns and go blazing. We can say, yeah, it's time to leverage into Matic. If you definitely want to achieve a pricing efficiency, easy. If you want to achieve a pricing efficiency, this is the way to do it. We roll up with the fibs, okay, and we decide that these are the targets here on the right, right? You can kind of see them there. Those are the pricing targets on the right for the micro. You wanted those, you got those. See? Do a screenshot there, Joyride, whoever else. All right, if you want to work these fibs. Now, what's the situation? Well, I want to put it all my eggs in the basket at 38.2. Oh, all of your eggs in the basket, 382. Okay, what happens if it goes down to 50% retracement? What's your how are you going to calculate that in? What's your game plan when it goes down? That's why I double and triple down. That's the approach I do, is double and triple down as the price goes down, right? Yeah, absolutely. So that's just critically important that you maintain that demand curve, okay, which is the principles of the demand curve, which is more involvement on the way down, all right? More cash cash is heavier on the way down, right? You have more demand. As the price drops, you have more demand. That's reasonable market behavior. So that's what we do. We never expose ourselves at the top level. Whatever top level it is, we never have like maximum exposure. We don't deploy all of our cash at the top levels. We just don't do that. We're not interested in doing that. Let's check out. There we go. That's an interesting little bounce right here. Now you see that little bounce. What's that? I may want to take off from that. Yeah, I'm not going to talk too much. Very interesting. Now where is this? Now what will happen is as you get into your different fibs. There you go. You will find it that the time frames will really make this difficult sometimes for you to be a part of. It's just the truth. So now you dug down into there to pick back up. This is really the first time you really could express something about this 0.38 to move to the upside. And we may have some room. We may have some room to move. Yeah, we may have some room. We'll see. We're prepared for the eventuality that we go down every single time. Not that we want it to go down, but that there's a positive and negative expression in price in the form of upwards and downward movement. That's just what we want. Lars, you're saying, come on, BTC. You know how it drives the market, huh? Absolutely. Yeah, nice call, Ryan. Ryan, you know your stuff, brother. It's nice to have you. You guys are good. That's nice. So Matic is doing what Matic wants to do. It'd just be nice to watch Matic just outperform again, huh? Because it's on the tail cusp of just killing it, right? So we're still on that, and it's really aggressively doing some stuff here. And it would just be nice if it wants to. We can almost redraw a little triangulation here. I'm not sure where that might pick up. And it's dangerous to draw triangulations around a... It's like it's always dangerous to draw a channel if you don't understand wave theory and the fact that that retracement is standardized, right? You see? It's always dangerous to start drawing a channel. You guys pay attention to this. To draw a channel if you don't understand retracement theory, right? You won't know where you're at. It's like, I don't know. It's like you're looking at a map and you don't know how to read it, right? You draw a channel, an upward channel, and you say, well, I know we're going to keep going up because I can identify this channel very well. Well, you don't understand about retracement, right? Yeah, retracement will flip you, huh? Yeah, that'll get you. The retracement comes into play and it breaks through that. So that's really important as you guys look at the as you look at that. That's very, very important to understand that. There you go, Ryan. See, Ryan knows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC. That's it. You guys are good. Very well done. Not everybody knows that, right? But you understand it's dangerous to start drawing a channel amidst something that needs to retrace, and nobody wanted anything to retrace. That was the amazing thing about Bitcoin and everything else. Everyone just wanted these beautiful, like, you know, going to last forever. This is why I don't understand people. Their lack of sophistication. I don't know what you would call it, Ryan, but it's just, I mean, they purport themselves to be incredibly sophisticated. I mean, you and I know right now, the people in this room, we know. Well, I mean, you're gonna draw a channel forever, huh? And the channels are this. My pup's barking in the background. Love to see the pictures of your dogs in Twitter if you guys give those. Now, this channel formation here is already breaking down. It's already heading out of this channel, right? We know that. And the people selling this that it's going straight to $1 million, what? To get people to sign up on a Bybit or something? I mean, come on. I mean, I don't know. It's a lot, right? Because it's very dangerous to continue to do that channel and have expectations of it. Just it's literally never going to quit, right? It's going to do that forever. No, retracement theory means what? It wants to get down into these levels. That's why we go through Fibonacci's. That's how we make money. Because nothing does this, you know, ad infinitum. It's abnormal. There's typically a break. Sometimes there's a break to the upside, right? ETH recently did that and did what? It established one of these on the top end of its channel, and then it did what? It did that, right? Cost people huge amounts of money. Huge amounts of money. This has cost people huge amounts of money. But the good thing is just money. If you have a problem that only money can fix, or that money can fix, some people argue it's really not a problem. The real problems in life are the problems that money can't fix. That's the way we always look at things. Keep things in perspective. Enjoy your trading. I mean, that's what we try and do, is enjoy trading. You know? I want to scroll down and see if there's any other big movers. But yeah, that is ICP is going crazy. That's fine. I don't want to trade ICP. If I have to do a negative or reverse fib, I'm not into it. Nano's still doing well. That's okay. Yeah, everything has done well after a real bloody day, right? As things go down, and this is a good question for you, Ryan, because I was talking with Andrew about it. Some different people, pretty soon you start looking into options, right? It's the experience of additional. What you'd be looking at is like we're trying to create in the eventuality that there's less price action, right? If there's less price action and things are down lower, we would say, well, we want to recreate some price action with leverage. We can, we'll deal with some different issues, investment opportunities, etc. Maybe some different angles. I'll let you guys talk to me about them. How about that? Some different angles in terms of an investment approach or what we might be interested in looking at or doing, etc. You guys can help me with that. We'll come up with maybe a group. Philosophy or group dynamic. Like, what's the next level? If things really cooled off in crypto, I'll tell you one thing: it'd be nice to deploy at some lower levels and let all this stuff come back. We'd have one heck of a powerhouse group, huh? You imagine we stayed plugged in, investment cycles, everything else. So we're going to work crypto heavy investment on, because there's so many concerns that were in 2018 that bounced back to just ridiculous levels, right? Yeah. 20, 30, 40, 50x. Gamma squeeze. There you go. All different types of things we look at. Markets are everywhere. Really showing some good strength. Doge is showing some nice, deliberate, slow, good level of strength. It's just consistent, right? Very consistent. It's just consistently slow. So it's nice when we get some price action. And I don't mean that as anything negative, but it's not necessarily easy, right? To sit and wait for things. So when we like price action, I'm like, it's moving. Yeah, it's moving. It's doing something we can appreciate. That's what we want, something that's moving. Everything's comfortably up about 20%. A few outliers at 30 to 40%. Looking at different, depending on how you measure things. Like, everything's in the green. Now, what it took us to get to that, we had to just crash through the floor, right? There's some ground that we're not immediately making up. So, that is what that is. That's the truth. And we'll get through all that. We will figure out the nuances of what is next. We have to, and that's not going to be hard at all. We'll take that in stride. All right? When it's time, we'll take it in stride, and we'll know exactly what the next steps are, and we'll kind of shift, just like we did on Matic. Remember? I shifted everybody into, massive accumulation phase when? You guys know that. Here. Massive, heavy accumulation phase here. Told you about it here. Heavy accumulation here. Right? So there'll be a right time for additional strategies to deploy in crypto, etc. In trading. We all like to trade. We enjoy it. It's part of who we are. So we got a lot of friends that are traders. So yeah, glad you guys are friends. What I'm going to do, because it worked out well yesterday, I'm going to take a little bit of a breather and a break. I cut a video this morning. I'm going to make sure I focus on good things that we can bring to your attention. I'd like to bring you another trade, like I brought the whole group last night. I brought the VIPs, the entirety of a a really good and a great trade, guys. I brought you a great trade, and I want to make sure that we are able to, that I'm able to communicate that with you. It's important for me, for us to be able to do that. So let me get to work on pulling some just internal strings and seeing how I can find what best will suit the group. And let me see what else we've got here. You're glad to do options talk. That's good. That's good. We'll definitely work on options, etc. And we'll do a few longer streams. When things cook up or we're doing some different stuff, we'll get into it. But as I always tell you guys, eat well, sleep well, and invest in those relationships. I have to kind of abide by that as well. But we'll in between tonight and interaction on Twitter and everything else that goes on, just be happy we're all plugged in, and we'll see. We'll see what all we can get done in the form of another, hopefully a 30 to 40% trade, or we'll come up with something that's very, very pertinent to the crew, to the VIP crew, and hopefully we'll work on something for Basecamp too to get you guys inspired to that level. And we'll increase communication amongst you and from the group here to you guys at both levels. So you guys go hit that VIP chat for a little bit in the Twitter, and let's see kind of maybe what ideas you guys are working on in terms of trades for tonight. Are you just holding with the momentum, the slow momentum here? Kind of let me know what you guys are thinking on that, and we'll come up with something great. This is London with the Crypto Kingdom. You guys have been awesome. We appreciate you new members of the VIP, and we'll keep them rolling. We'll keep all this stuff going in the right direction. You've signified you want to make some cash, so I think you'll do that. That's what I think. Now, financial advice, but people have been doing really well at doing exactly that. So you guys have a good rest of your day. We'll be in touch soon. Look forward to talking with you in the DM VIP exclusive.